Testing. Stand up, New York Knicks fans. I've had a lot of subscribers of mine ask me to do some Knicks games. Obviously, I haven't done any Knicks games this year. I basically did every regular season game, if you remember, during the pandemic when I was home and had nothing to do but watch the games anyway. So it was a lot of fun back then. That was a really fun year. This year has been even more fun. I think the Knicks, by the way, I tried to find my Knick hat today. I don't know if you guys could see it with the camera. My dog chewed up my Knick hat. The brim's all chewed up. I'm going to have to get a new Knick hat. But I think this is the second year, I should say, since the Patrick Ewing era where the Knicks are trending towards a 50-win season. Of course, the other one being Carmelo Anthony when the New York Knicks won 54 with Steve Novak, Novocaine, Jason Kidd, Kenyon Martin, obviously J.R. Smith, Amari Stoudemire. But to me, this team's a lot more fun than that team. I mean, they got some dogs on this team, right? Jaylen Brunson, to me, I don't care what anybody tells me. I will fight you to the death on Twitter if you argue with me on this. Jaylen Brunson is not just an all-star. The fact that he was not voted onto the all-star team is a joke. Jaylen Brunson is not just an all-star. He is a superstar. You look at what Jaylen Brunson has done for this team. And by the way, Kendrick Perkins brought it up like 2 days ago. Jaylen Brunson is going to start to enter the MVP conversation. Because especially with Julius Randle now out, OG Anunoby now out for a few games, Jaylen Brunson's going to have to carry this team even more. This dude's averaging 27 and 7. He's shooting 42% from three, 47% from the field. He's playing better than, just as good as Carmelo Anthony ever did as a New York Knick. He's been incredible. And the Knicks come in at 30 and 17. We'll see if they can keep this thing running, but I'm just excited to be back calling Knicks games with you guys as the Knicks take on the Utah Mormons tonight. And we'll see how they do. Of course, they got some good players. We all know as Knicks fans, Laurie Marketing from when we used to have KP. That's the guy that always stuck out to me whenever we would go up against him. He would give Kristaps Porzingis fits. He's a good player. Jordan Clarkson, a good player. So the Jazz certainly have some talent on this roster. The Knicks shorthanded tonight. No Anunoby again. Obviously, no Randle. The good news about Randle, if you haven't heard, if you're a Knicks fan, I'm sure you have, he's hurt. That's not good news. But the good news is it's not nearly as bad as it initially looked with the shoulder injury. He should be back soon. They said within a few weeks, hopefully. We'll see. Maybe that'll extend to about a month. But regardless, certainly will be back long before the playoff stretch. So that was good news to hear that. And we'll see. Dante DiVincenzo came up huge last game for the New York Knicks. He had almost, I think it was 28 points, 30 points, whatever it was. I've always been a big fan of him since he's been with since he was back to his days with Villanova. Now he's paired up with his former teammates. So like to see that he's been getting an expanded role. And we'll see how the New York Knicks do tonight. But happy to see everybody here. Let's shout out a couple of people. Alvaro in the chat, Keenan in the chat, John in the chat, Brandon in the chat. What's going on, Bliss fan? Good to see you, man. Of course, I know who you are. I know you're blocked right now. I didn't mean to do that. Jai in the chat, Papa Gooch in the chat. Brandon, man, good to see you, man. What's going on, John Talenta? What's going on, Gary Singh? What's going on, Jai? What's going on? And Alien. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. It says, Tana, let's go, Knicks. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Alvaro says, who's going to step up tonight? Well, of course, Jaylen Brunson. You know that. But hey, I think it's got to be DiVincenzo from a scoring standpoint. I think he's got to do it again. He came up big last game, being that the New York Knicks were shorthanded. They're going to need it again. Maybe Deuce McBride gives you some good minutes off the bench. Quentin Grimes, we'll see if he could step up a bit. But we'll see. But yeah, I think DiVincenzo is kind of that guy, that X factor tonight that has to step up. If the New York, at least from an offensive standpoint, if the New York Knicks are going to win this game. What's up, Carl, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. And an alien super chatted. Yeah, he's from outer space. What's up, Alvaro? Entertainer, my friend. What's going on, CJ? John Ferry. Good to see you, man. Huge Knicks fan in the chat. Good to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody excited about this Knicks team. Like I said earlier, if you've been sleeping under a rock, this team is 30 and 17. They're the 4 seed right now in the Eastern Conference, and they're only trending up. They're a half game right now out of the 3 seed. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I think they're like a game out, maybe a game and a half out of the 2 seed. Like, they are certainly trending in the right direction. And now I think this is the area of the season where they got to kind of weather the storm. Obviously, with Julius Randle out, OG Anunoby now going to miss some time. So this is kind of the tricky part of the year where the Knicks really have to try to push through and find a way to get to that, at least the top 3 or 4 seed in the Eastern Conference. We'll see if they're able to do it. But they've been surging as of late. They've won 7 straight. They're tied for, are they? I thought they were half game back. They're tied for 3. My mistake on that then. Knicks have been they're 7-0 last 7 games, Matthew Stein. They've been fantastic. Fantastic. But if you guys haven't done so, as you guys know, if you tune into my Giants live stream, official sponsor of the channel, it's right there. Going over to Underdog Sports, I'll show it real quick. I'll show my pick for this game. They'll match the first $100 up to the first $100 you put in. All you got to do is put in promo code ETS. Of course, it's an abbreviation for Entertainment Talking Sports. It's a pretty easy app to use. I think it is. It's prop picks. I'm going to have some fun tonight. We'll make a couple of picks. We'll see what you guys think. But this is what I like tonight in the Knicks versus Jazz game. Jaylen Brunson, 33.5 points. I'm taking the over. You know, we were talking about all the guys that are out tonight for the New York Knicks. He's got to step up, and I think he's going over. I think Jaylen Brunson's going to push at least towards 35 points in this game. What do you have, 38 last time out? So I'm going over for Jaylen Brunson tonight. Lauri Markkanen, I am going to go under. No, I'm sorry. What did I go? I don't even remember. I think, they changed it. They changed it. I think when I initially picked this, it was 5.5. They upped it to 6.5. I am going to go lower on the 6.5 first quarter points for Lauri Markkanen, and I'm going to go over on 20.5 for DiVincenzo tonight. So those are my picks. We'll see how we do. We'll have some fun. We'll put 20 on it. We'll try to win 120. But, yeah, I think DiVincenzo is going to be that secondary scorer, as said before, and I think Brunson's going to have to come up in a very, very big way. But go on over there. Check out the official sponsor of the channel, Underdog Fantasy Sports. You put in 100, they'll match the first 100. You put in promo code ETS, abbreviation for Entertainment Talking Sports. John, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. He's back. Let's go, Knicks. Let's book it. Guys, we're going to build libraries tonight. We're going to build libraries tonight. The New York Knicks are going to build a full library tonight. Chris is going to say book it for the first time in a while. I hope I get to say book it about 1 million times tonight. Hopefully we're draining threes left and right. Last game against you, and there he is. One of my mods, please block this guy. He'll be back 7 other times. It amazes me. I haven't been live in like a year, and you still get this guy. That's a compliment. That's a compliment. But I appreciate you for popping in. Tana got 700 in his. Well, they gave me. Yeah. Well, yeah, I do. Entertainer, did you hear what Shane had to say today? I did. I did hear what Shane had to say today, Mike. I'm not reading anything into it. You're talking about the quote in terms of when he was asked about what the team's going to do in terms of the positions in the draft. I'm not reading anything into that. He said the same exact thing last year. Like, what do you expect Joe Shane to say? He obviously doesn't want to tilt his hand as far as the draft goes. If somebody starts to ask him, well, do you think you'll take a quarterback? Do you think you'll do that? He's not going to say no. He's not going to say yes. He wants to, he doesn't want to tilt his hand. He wants teams to be guessing what he's going to do. Maybe a team jumps ahead of him, takes a quarterback, and then all of a sudden a guy like Marvin Harrison Jr. unexpectedly drops. I don't think that's going to happen. But my point is he's not going to tilt his hand. So I'm not surprised what he had to say. What do you think he's going to say? He's not going to tell you what he's going to do. Jaden, what's going on, man? Tana, certified Knicks legend. What's going on? Jaden, man, thanks for popping in the stream. Is Dave Gettleman. Call me back. Dave Gettleman. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Dennis says, I am extremely happy you were back calling Knicks games. Well, I'm extremely happy to be back calling Knicks games. I missed you guys. Like I said during my video this week, I'm going to try to do 2 games a week. We'll see. I'll pick and choose, based off my work schedule when I could do them. But I was freed up tonight. I said, let's do it. Let's do a Knicks game. Obviously, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. We got about, 30 games left. So I'll try to do at least 10 to 15 of those. And then obviously we're going to the finals. We're going to the finals. No doubt in my mind. Knicks are going to win 16 straight in the playoffs. And we're going to win the NBA finals this year. No doubt in my mind. What's up, Slick Nick, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. What's my Super Bowl prediction? I think the 49ers are going to win. I think I don't know, man. Pat Mahomes is so good, and the Chiefs defense is ridiculous. I'm sticking with the 49ers. They were my pick at the beginning of the year. I'm sticking with them, but the Chiefs just look like they're starting to get hot at the right time. Whenever you have Pat Mahomes, of course you're dangerous, but they're just getting hot at the right time. Should be a great Super Bowl. Tana, who do you want the Knicks to trade for at the deadline? I haven't been keeping up with the rumors. I know Dejounte Murray was a rumor for a bit, but obviously he would cost a lot more. DeMar DeRozan's been a rumor that I've seen. They've talked about guys from the Jazz. I think Colin Sexton, perhaps, that they could potentially pick up. I like DeRozan as a fit. The problem with DeRozan, the guy can't shoot threes. He's great at creating his own shot. He's got playoff experience. He could get to the line at a high rate. Certainly would help this team. It would all come down to what the price is going to be, but I do think we need one more piece if this team intends to compete with the Boston Celtics. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do. Let's see. Tana, Johnny's looking real good, right? Johnny's looking all right. Johnny's are what? They're 13-7. They play I think they play UConn soon. They play on Wednesday. I forgot who they play, but they got UConn coming up again, who they nearly beat the first time around. St. John's doing all right with Rick Pitino. They're doing all right. What's up, Mets, man? Thanks for popping the stream. That was it. That was the rumor I heard, John. Drummond and Sexton. I mean, Hartenstein's done a really good job, but we certainly could use more depth in our front court, right? When Julius Randle, the funniest thing to me was seeing the reaction on Knicks. Not that it was funny. I was pissed off. I was upset that Julius Randle got hurt. But the funniest thing to me was seeing the reaction on Knicks Twitter when Julius Randle got hurt about a week ago. You go on Knicks Twitter like 2 months ago, people wanted this guy out of New York. They didn't even want Julius Randle to be able to step foot in Madison Square Garden. Like, more than half the Knicks fan base can't stand the guy. And then and he's played great this year since the beginning of the year. He had like a tough 2-week stretch to start the year. Since then, he's played great. But as soon as this dude gets hurt, Knicks fans are acting like it's the end of the season. And it would have been, by the way. He's super important to this team. I just thought it was funny. Sometimes you don't realize how important somebody is until he's gone. But we certainly are going to need him in here. What's up, Marcus, man? Thanks for popping in the stream. What's up, Matt? Precious and Sims have been fine. The Knicks catch up. I like Sims. He's athletic. I don't know. I think he's an okay piece. I think we definitely could use some more depth in the front court. I know you mentioned it before, but I would enjoy seeing some more baseball content. Well, we plan on doing that. Late March, we're probably going to start to do a weekly show. Rob says, I don't know jack about basketball. If you could put a percentage on us trading for a quarterback, what would it be? You mean trading up for a quarterback? I'm assuming that's what you mean. 10%. I just don't think those teams ahead of us are going to look to trade down. I think it's very unlikely. I think it's like 90% we're going to look to trade up, but I don't think those teams are going to trade down. By the way, I'm going to have the full scoreboard. I know whenever I do the basketball streams, people complain about the scoreboard. I'll flip back and forth whenever there's a stoppage in play, and I'll zoom in the camera, but I'm going to have the full scoreboard during the game, so I don't have to worry about keeping track of the score. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do tonight. So, yeah, you won't see a big version of Entertainer during the game while I'm doing the play-by-play. So just listen to the voice. Hopefully have some fun tonight. But I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do the Yahoo scoreboard or the ESPN scoreboard. I'll see how they look as the game gets going. But as of now, I got the Yahoo scoreboard, and that's how it's going to look. Let's see. I saw OG. I could see us trading back into the late first. That's certainly a possibility. Am I drinking tea? No, I'm drinking coffee. I don't drink tea. What do you think? I'm from Britain? You think I'm from the UK? No, I drink coffee. Black, by the way. I don't even put milk in my coffee. Let's see. Alvaro says, my precious. He's been good since he's gotten more of an opportunity to play for this team the last 3, 4, 5 games. He's been good since that trade, since he's gotten more minutes. Mike says, Entertainer, you need to watch film on this cornerback from Toledo. I will give him a look. As they're showing Achua before the game, he had 9 points against the Hornets, 5 rebounds in 33 minutes, making his second start tonight with the New York Knicks, showing DiVincenzo. V-Man, what's going on, man? He says, hey, man, watch him while recovering from COVID. Well, I hope you're feeling all right, man. I've had COVID at least once. I know for sure because I tested positive. Felt horrible for about 4 or 5 days. And I think I had it a second time. I didn't test myself, but it felt like it. But hope you recover soon. And thanks for popping in, V-Man. The Ace Avenue member for 9 months. Stand up. What's going on, man? And Jai says, OG's injury is scary, man. What's going on? Hopefully it's nothing too major. But yeah, it's annoying, especially that it coincides with Julius Randle getting hurt. It's annoying, right? Because now you're without your second and third best player. It's annoying. Tana likes the coffee like women black. Exactly, Carl. Exactly. I drink it straight black. Book it. What's going on, Christopher Ewing, man? Thanks for popping in. Are the New York Giants interested in Tannehill? It's possible. I certainly think he could make sense. He's a similar style of quarterback to Daniel Jones. I think he's a guy that you could feel comfortable with not losing you football games. I guess it would depend on his market. I think there's a lot of potential backup quarterbacks if we want to go that route, and we're not drafting a quarterback in the first round. Gardner Minshew's another one. There's a few. Obviously, you could bring back Tyrod Taylor, who's familiar in the offense. There's probably 4 or 5 guys they could potentially look at. Rambo, he says, I entertain. I'm a Giants and Jazz fan. What? From Finland. Nice to see you streaming this game. Well, thank you for popping in, Rambo. How does that happen? I mean, you're from Finland, so I get it. I get it. You're not from the state. But I'm saying to myself, how could you be a Jazz and a Giants fan? How does that happen? But you must be from, I get it. You're from Finland. You're from overseas. But hopefully you enjoy the stream. Thanks for popping in, man. And James says, is it crazy that if they decide on a backup quarterback, I'd consider Andy Dalton? No, I don't think that's crazy. I don't know what his market would be again, but I don't think that's crazy. They have to unleash the god Fournier tonight. Let's go, Jay. Marketing is finished. Well, that makes sense. I think marketing's fantastic, by the way. Every time I watch marketing play, he always kills the Knicks. I did not put that together, so that's probably why, Bliss fan. Good call. Luann says, hey, Chris, let's go Knicks. Only New York fan who could give us a championship right now. The only New York team, I think you meant to say. I would agree with that. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, that makes sense, Rambo. If I was from Finland, I'd probably be a Jazz fan, too. He's been great since he got to the Jazz. He's been great. What's up, Welvin? He says, Tana, back on live. Thank goodness. Good to see you, man. They're showing Josh Hart before the game. What do you guys think of Josh Hart? He's a little hitter. He's a little miss. Some games he's completely off offensively. But I love him, man. The guy always brings the energy. He's pound for pound, he's one of the best rebounders in the NBA. The dude's what, 6'5"? He could get you 8-9 rebounds sometimes in some of these games, and they're tough rebounds. He just does all the little things. I'm a big fan of Josh Hart. Love that pickup last year. He's another guy that's probably going to have to step up tonight if the New York Knicks are going to win. Let's see. Yankees will win a championship. Possible. I think the Dodgers are obviously the clear-cut favorites, but hey, you never know. What's up, Danny? Says, hey, Chris, good to see you. Danny, I remember you, Danny. I don't think I forget you. One of my original subscribers when I first started doing this channel, doing Knicks content. Danny was one of the first guys that commented on my videos. He's from overseas, too, if I'm not mistaken, if I recall, Danny. But thank you for popping in the stream. Fisher, what's going on, man? What do you think about Anthony Edwards' comment about the refs? I missed it. I'm not even going to lie to you, Fisher. I missed it. Did not see it. But, I mean, the officiating sucks. If that's what he said, I'd probably agree with it. But I missed it. Let's see. Tana, I think it's more likely we trade back than trade up. I would agree with that. In the first round, at least. I would agree with that. As we're getting ready for the game, Luann says, Danny Dimes will bounce back. I sure hope so, Luann. I sure hope so. Players need to stop. I'm not surprised, though, man. Knicks will get Jokic. I mean, from your lips to God's ears, he's the best player on the planet. I don't see why that would happen, but I hope you're right. What's up, Jacob? Says, I hope my Cavs don't play y'all in the first round again. We smacked you last year. We'll see how it plays out this year. But I thought that would be a tough series last year. The Knicks handled them pretty well. And then, obviously, we got spanked by the Heat in the second round. What's up, Chris? Reviewing Celtics suck. Rinse and repeat. Let's see. Super Bowl. Somebody asked me that earlier, Rafael. I'm going with the Niners, but I think it'll be a really good game. I think you're looking at a game either way, 3-4 points either way. It's going to be a great Super Bowl. Welvin says, I'm all in on Caleb, begging to trade to 1. I don't see it, man. I don't think anybody's trading out. I think Chicago's taking him. You guys are hard to play. Well, I mean, dude, Jaylen Brunson's a beast. And you had OG Anunoby. OG's going to be great for this team in the playoffs, right? When it becomes more of a half-court game, one of the best, defenders in the NBA. So that was such a good pickup by the New York Knicks. I think that's going to make us even tougher come playoff time. So really looking forward to this squad in the playoffs. What's up, Poke, man? Poke These Mons says, you're the best YouTuber for New York. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. Physical defensive teams are always hard to play. Yeah, for sure. And the Knicks defense has been, I don't know if it's still the best, but I think since, I don't know, at one point at least, I haven't been keeping up with it since. I want to say the first 5 or 6 games we had at Anunoby, we were giving up under 100 points a game. I think it was 99 points a game, something ridiculous. In today's NBA, that's insane. When an average team is putting up 112, we were giving up 99 points a game. The first 4, 5, 6 games, whatever it was, without Anunoby here, the defense has certainly jumped to another level. Knicks defense is number 1, and they have the best. They've been awesome. What's up, Bricks Nation? Salute. Chris and my Dyers in the chat. So here's the starting lineup tonight. You got Hart, you got Achua, you got Hartenstein, DiVincenzo, and Jaylen Brunson. For the Jazz, I don't even know who that is. Fontecchio, Marketing, John Collins, Chris Dunn, and Colin Sexton. I guess that's a Paisan for the Jazz. I don't even know who that is. But we're getting ready to go. The Knicks coming out in the navy blue, the alternate jersey. Brunson last night at the Hornets had 32 points on 13 of 24 shooting, 7 assists in 34 minutes. His 18th 30-plus point game this season. Gettleman, I'll talk to you after the game. As they're showing Tom Thibodeau, Thibodeau has actually smiled like 3 times after these games over the last 2 weeks or so, which I didn't know he was capable of doing. He always looks miserable as the Knicks are getting ready to go. Any prop bets for the game? Yeah, I showed my picks before. I had Brunson over 33.5. I had Markkanen under 6.5 first quarter points. And I had DiVincenzo over 20.5. As Hartenstein's getting ready for the tip here, the Knicks versus the Jazz, center court at the Garden. And the Knicks will win the tip. It's batted back to Jaylen Brunson, and he'll set up the offense. He's guarded closely there by Sexton. As he crosses over the timeline, he gives to DiVincenzo 30 feet out, swings to Achua, back there to Brunson. Brunson dribbling, bibbling, guarded there by Sexton, doubled, troubled, picks up the dribble, kicks to the corner for Hart. Hart dribbles with the left, marking it on him. Good pass down low to Hartenstein. Hartenstein, little lefty hook, gets it to go. Let's share the screen. Forgot to do that with the scoreboard, which still hasn't updated, of course. Why would it? Maybe I got to hit refresh. There we go. There's your scoreboard. 2-0 Knicks, 11:30 to go here in the first. As Dunn brings it up for the Jazz, he's guarded there by Brunson. Dribbles with the left, spins out of it, kicks back up top. Righty dribble by Collins. Little floater in the lane is good, 2 apiece. 11:19 to go here in the first quarter. Brunson's going to bring it up here for the Knicks. We're all squared away at 2. Sexton on him. Jazz coming out in the man-to-man. Looked like it might have been a double dribble. No call. Achua has it about 25 feet out. He's going to swing to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo gives to Hartenstein. Hartenstein back up top of the key, gives to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo picks up the dribble, kicks to the corner. Bad shot there by Achua. He was well contested as Collins comes down with the rebound. 10:51 to go. Tie game, 2 apiece. Here's Sexton. Sexton picks up the dribble, was looking for Markkanen. Instead, he swings to Collins. Dribbling there with the left. Picks up the dribble. Good defense there by Brunson. Good ball denial as they give to Markkanen. Markkanen has it up top. Guarded by Achua. He's going to pull up. He's going to shoot a 3. Straight on buckets. That's just a good shot. Had a hand in his face from about 24 feet out. 5-2. Jazz up 3 to start the ball game. Here's Brunson into the front court. Brunson picks up the dribble. Swings cross court to DiVincenzo. The Italian Stallion fakes the 3. Swings to Hart. Hart, nice pass. As Hartenstein's fouled going to the cup. 10:17 to go. Hartenstein, I think they're going to call it in the act. We'll see what the call was. 5-2. Let's get to the chat briefly. And Brady G, he says, Bacardi Brady here. Bro, showing love to you. I appreciate that, Brady, man. Thanks for being here, man. As it's 5-3. The scoreboard's ahead of me, so it is what it is. I know that always happens when I stream these games, so I am not going to look at it. Bends the knees. First free throw is good. 5-3, 10:17 to go here in the first. I need a couple of buckets tonight, guys. I haven't gotten to say a bucket in a while. It's been over a year. Here's the second from Hartenstein, and it's pure. Knicks down 1, 10:17 to go here in the first. Dunn will bring it up for the Jazz. Jazz coming out in the white unis. Here's Dunn across center court. Guarded there by Brunson. Knicks in the man-to-man. Swings it to Collins. Gives back to Dunn. Dunn having fun. Dribbles with the right. Throws up an alley-oop. It's batted away by Hartenstein. Hart comes up with the rebound. Outlet pass to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo splits the defenders. Little takeoff at the rim. No good. Tipped up in the air by Hartenstein, but Dunn comes up with the rebound. Here come the Jazz running, gunning into the front court. Little crossover dribble. Missed the layup as Hartenstein bats it out of bounds. It'll stay with Utah. 9:46 to go here in the first. Utah up 1 with the ball as they'll inbound underneath the Knicks basket. Let's see. We've got another Italian Stallion in New York. That's right. As Dunn will inbound here for the Jazz. He gets it in. Open 3 from the elbow. Where is the defense there? What the hell was that? 8-4. John Collins couldn't have been more open. 9:36 to go. Brunson's going to give to Hart. Hart across center court. He's picked up by Dunn on the switch, dribbling there with the left. Now he dribbles strong. It's poked away by Dunn. Jazz come up with it. Fast break. Dunn to the hoop. Layup is good. He gets it to go. Jazz up by a half a dozen. 10-4. Knicks call a quick timeout. Thibodeau is pissed. Thibodeau on the sideline just looks like he wants to rip somebody's head off. But let's get back to the chat. The Jazz head coach looks like he's 12 years old. Someone give him a juice box and a bedtime snack. Tana, let's see. Tana, are we going to have invisible Tana like We'll see. Wake the hell up, Knicks, Mets says. Mets ain't happy. Mets ain't happy. Oh, the Jazz good? They're kind of middle of the pack. They're middle of the pack. But the Knicks, the Knicks are dinged up going into this game, right? So, we're not completely healthy. But the Jazz come in at 500. They're 24-24. Knicks are 30-17. But obviously, we're missing our second and third best players. Thoughts on the OG Anunoby trade? I mean, how could you not love that trade? How could you not love that trade? Baruch, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you, buddy. I feel like we're bound to lose a game soon, Matthew Stein says. Well, especially without Anunoby and Randle. Mawani says, my Thunder look good, but I'll tell you what, man. That dude on your team, Gilchrist Alexander, that guy's the MVP. He's become ridiculous. He's averaging like 32 points a game. Insane. And they have, at least last I checked, like a couple of days ago, the Thunder are the number 1 seed in the West. He's been incredible. But Jaylen Brunson's coming for the title. Let's see. Tanner, are we going to have an invisible Tanner like the playoffs last year? Hopefully not. What's up, Young Hendricks, man? Thank you for being here, buddy. You got to do a Senior Bowl review. I will. I mean, once some reports come out, I'll talk about it. I think the next big video I'll do will be the inevitable hiring of the defensive coordinator. I also think we're going to start to hear some rumors about Barkley, right? Reports came out today that Shane plans to talk with Barkley's representatives at the Combine. So you could tell they're at least starting to want to work out a contract. And we'll see how that plays out. They're number 3. Oh, they dropped. Okay. So like I said, I looked like 3 or 4 days ago. They were number 1, but they only had like a half game lead in the West. But thank you to everybody for being here. Appreciate all you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoying your night. We're going to get back to the game in a minute as the Knicks trail by 6 early on. Still early, 2.5 minutes into the ball game at the Garden, but the Knicks trail by 6. Let's get back to the scoreboard. Do you think the Giants should re-sign Saquon or McKinney? I would not. I mean, I would love to bring back McKinney. I've talked about that, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'd be open to either player for the right price, but I would at least let Saquon test the market. And if his market is not as high as he may anticipate, I would like to have him back. Brunson's going to bring it up here for the Knicks. The Knicks trail by 6, just over about 2 minutes into almost 3 minutes into the ball game. As the ball goes out of bounds, it'll stay with the Knicks. And Brunson has it. Brunson gives to Hart. Hart with it. Lefty dribbles, splits the defenders. Floater in the lane. No good off the front rim. And Hartenstein throws it down with 2 hands. Hartenstein has been a beast for this Knicks team. 10-6, Knicks down 4. One of my favorite players on this team. Here's Dunn. Dunn will bring it up ahead. Jazz have it in the front court, up 4. See if the Knicks can go on a little bit of a run here. Cross-court pass to Clarkson. Clarkson gives to Sexton. Sexton picked up by Hartenstein on the switch. DiVincenzo comes over to help out. Clarkson down low. Good defense by Achua. Marketing comes up with it. Fadeaway jumper on the baseline is good. I think he's got 4 points already. I had him at an under of 6.5 in the first quarter. That's not looking good. Jazz up 12-6. Knicks with it into the front court. Here's Hartenstein. Hartenstein gives to Hart. He's picked up by Dunn. Cross-court pass. DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo about 25 feet out. Around a screen. Gives to Hart. Hart on the elbow for 3. I wanted to say book it. No good. As it's batted out of bounds. Good fight there by the Knicks. It'll stay with the Knicks. As Hartenstein went up to try to grab the rebound. And the Jazz knock it out of bounds. 8:11 to go here in the first. Brunson will inbound here underneath the Jazz basket. Knicks down by a half dozen. Brunson gets it into Hartenstein. Gives back to Brunson. Jaylen with it, guarded by Marketing. Should take advantage of that. Step back 3. Air ball. Batted back out by Hartenstein. DiVincenzo will try it from downtown. That's no good. Batted up in the air. Collins comes down with the rebound for the Jazz as the Knicks try to fight with it, but Collins comes out of the scrum. 7:53 to go. Jazz in the front court up by 6. Sexton pull up 3. That's good. Knicks down 9. Not the start you were hoping for here. Going up against the Utah Jazz, traveling all the way across the country. Jazz up 9. Here's Brunson. Sexton on him, and Brunson gets fouled. Tee him up. Tee him up. Sexton chirping in Brunson's ear. He's still talking to Brunson. Look at this guy talking smack. What have you done in your career? Brunson smokes you. DiVincenzo's going to get it in the Hartenstein. Hartenstein has it, guarded by Markkanen. Dribbling there with the left. Spinning, winning into the paint, trips over his own feet, throws it out of bounds. Awful. 7:29 to go. Jazz will have it. One can only imagine that the Knicks drafted Mikal Bridges, or I would have loved that pick. Knicks come up with a steal. Here's DiVincenzo to the hoop, and he's fouled as he tried to throw it down with two hands. He'll shoot two. I was begging for them to take Bridges in that draft. That was actually some of the first content I ever did on YouTube, but I wanted Mikal Bridges badly in that draft. They ended up taking Kevin Knox. Obviously, Bridges would have been a better pick. And we also passed up on Michael Porter Jr. in that draft, who, of course, was injured, which is the only reason why he dropped in the first place. DiVincenzo go to the charity stripe. Kevin Knox. What a horrible pick that was. Bends the knees. First free throw is good. He got the roll. 15-7. And Ntilikina. Oh, my God. We took Ntilikina over Donovan Mitchell. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Second free throw is good. 15-8. Knicks trail by 7. 7:18 to go here in the first. Dunn is going to bring it up here for the Jazz. Knicks down by a touchdown. Dunn into the front court, gives to Markkanen. Markkanen guarded by Achua, gives back to Dunn. Dunn about 30 feet out. Now he's going to dribble up near the three-point line. Brunson on him. Crossover dribble into the paint. Kicks out to the elbow. Sexton with it. Sexton dribbles, bibbles. Good defense here by DiVincenzo. He's all over him. All over him. No good on the three-pointer. Rebound hard. Great defense there by DiVincenzo. Here come the Knicks in transition. Brunson in the corner. DiVincenzo for three. Book it. Knicks down 4. 15-11 as they start to go on a bit of a run. Here's Sexton into the front court. Sexton has it on the elbow, guarded there by Brunson. Picked up on the switch. Sexton cross-court pass. Here come the Jazz. Crossover dribble. Dunn to the hoop. Kicks to the corner. Collins is open for three. No good off the front rim. Rebound Hartenstein. Hartenstein outlet pass to Hart. Here come the Knicks. Running, gunning, trying to slice more into this lead. Hart to the hoop. Layup is good. 15-13. Knicks down 2. Good run here by the Knicks as we're halfway through the first quarter. 6:16 to go. The Knicks on a 7-0 run over the last minute. Here's Sexton across center court. Sexton with it. Dribbling with the right. Guarded by DiVincenzo. Between the legs dribble. DiVincenzo on him. Hounding him like a dog. Collins comes out to set the pick. Hartenstein picks him up on the switch, and he's fouled on the floor. 6:02 to go here in the first. Jazz up 2. 7 on the shot clock. They'll reset it to 14. Phil Jackson really did not give it. No, he did not, Duran. No, he did not. My God, Phil Jackson, the gift that kept on giving. Only good pick he made was Porzingis, and that didn't even work out. But what I will say is this front office actually knows what they're doing. First time you can say that in a long time as a Knicks fan. Knicks might have the best front office in all New York sports. That's wild. Dunn's going to inbound here for the Jazz here on the near sideline. He gets it into Collins, back to Dunn. Dunn guarded by Brunson. Knicks in the man-to-man. Dunn has it. They'll try a three. That's good. Nice shot there. Jazz back up by 5 as Brunson will bring it up here for the Knicks. Brunson in the front court, dribbling, bibbling, gives to DiVincenzo. He'll try another three. Book it! DiVincenzo! The Italian Stallion. Knicks down 2. 5:39 to go here in the first. Here's Dunn. Where's the foul? Where's the foul? Thank you. Moving screen. The Utah Jazz head coach, by the way, I just got to see him for the first time. He looks like he just came out of his mother's womb. How old is that guy? What is he, like 6? What a shot there by DiVincenzo, and the Knicks down 2. Knicks will bring it to the front court. Here's Jaylen Brunson. DiVincenzo, 8 points, 2 of 4 shooting, 2 of 3 from downtown. Here's Brunson around a screen, splits the defenders into the paint. No look pass. What a pass by Brunson. And Achua ties it up with a 2-hand slam. 18 apiece, 5:19 to go here in the first. Here's Dunn with it. Dunn dribbling there with the left. Kelly Olynyk comes into the game for the first time for the Jazz. And Clarkson as well. Always provides a spark off the bench. Here's Clarkson. Clarkson, Hart on him. Righty dribble. No look pass to the corner. Another open three for the Jazz. That's an air ball. Hartenstein grabs it. Kicks out to Hart. Hart nearly had it stripped away. Comes up with it. 4:54 to go. Hart kicks back up top to Achua. The Knicks will slow it down. Hartenstein has it. Nice backdoor pass to Brunson. Brunson with the Euro step, and he draws the foul. He'll go to the line. 18 apiece. 4:46 to go here in the first. Grew up in the Villanova area. Let me tell you, that Nova grit is unmatched, and that's why Brunson Hart dude, the Nova Knicks, man. That was one of my favorite college teams. I'm a big St. John's fan, but I love that Nova team. Loved it. And the Knicks getting set to make a couple of substitutions. Quentin Grimes, who has been in recent trade rumors for the Knicks, along with Jericho Sims, getting set to check in. Bends the knees. First free throw is good. Jaylen Brunson continues to rack up those points. Games as a starting backcourt, Jaylen Brunson has averaged 29 points and 7 assists, starting with DiVincenzo this year. DiVincenzo's averaged 14 points, while shooting 50% from the field and 45% from downtown when he has started with Jaylen Brunson. Knicks now up 1. Brunson looking to make it 2. Here's the second by Brunson. And that is pure. Knicks up a deuce, 4:46 to go. As the Jazz will bring it across center court. The Knicks are 6 of 6 from the charity stripe. Jazz have not gone to the line yet. Here's Utah into the front court, dribbling there with the right. Sims on him. Throws it up off glass. It's good. We're tied up at 20 apiece. Here's Brunson. 4:30 to go here in the first. Been a high-scoring first quarter. Approaching, on pace at least for a 60-point first quarter. Here's Brunson. Brunson with it. Splits the defenders. Floater in the lane. No good. Couldn't get the roll. Olenek comes up with the rebound. Here come the Jazz, racing up ahead. Cross-court pass to Clarkson. Clarkson will try it from straight on. That's no good. Too strong off the back rim. Grimes will come down with the rebound, and Brunson down on the floor. The Knicks are going to call a timeout. Hold your breath, Knicks fans. It doesn't look serious, but he's still sitting on the floor, and the Knicks will help him up. Thibodeau yelling at the top of his lungs. Don't like seeing that. Doesn't look serious, but don't like seeing that. As he got ran over. And I appreciate that, Ty, man. Thanks for popping in the stream, man. And it's Barbara Walters. We're all tied up at 2020. Let's talk to the chat. Tana, you should announce horse racing. And here's Seabiscuit. I don't even know how to announce horse racing. And here they come on the final turn. I wouldn't even know how to do it. Tana, let's see. These refs suck, man. They always suck, man. They always suck, John. Wouldn't even know how to do it. Belmont Steaks, Tom Ty says. And here they come on the final turn. Here's Big Brown. I was at that Belmont when he was going for the Triple Crown. And, of course, he came in last place. He hurt himself on I think it was like the second turn. Tana got to go live for the Kentucky Derby, yeah. Tana, if we exclusive tag Saquon, would we get a first-round pick? No. What do you mean, if we traded him? Or no? No, I don't think we would get a first-round pick for Saquon. He's 27 years old. I don't even think the Niners gave up a first-round pick to get Christian McCaffrey, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up a good amount, but I don't think they gave up a first-round pick. And here we go. Dude, I really missed your play-by-play. I'm glad you didn't give up on us. I appreciate you for being here, Carl, man. I'm going to try to do these games more often. I know tons of people do these games, but I enjoy doing it. A lot of people on Twitter have been asking me to do these, so I'm glad to be back with you guys. And excited to be calling a few Knicks games here and there. I don't even know when their next game is. I haven't looked at the schedule, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but knew I could do tonight's game, was going to watch it anyway, so figured I'd pop on. Jazz coach looks like he's boinking the Knicks, Ken says. Guy looks like he's 12. Looks like he's 12 years old. Ron says Knicks will start rolling by the end of the second quarter. I'm with you, Ron. It looked like early on the Jazz hit us with a punch. Knicks came out a little slow. And we're still winning. We're tied now. I think the Knicks will run away with it. I'm with you, Ron. Mike Nixon says, Tana, do a play-by-play of me sinking game-winning shot to win my billiards tournament. And Brady says, hit the thumbs up supporting you and Bad Dog Bacardi Brady here. Appreciate it there, Bacardi Brady. As Crazy Sifton says, who do you got in the Super? I'm going with the Niners, but it's a coin flip, man. It could go either way. Tana, will the Knicks win it all this year? Revenge for I sure hope so, Tom. It's going to be tough. Like, the Celtics are really good. But if the Knicks make another addition, man, they're in the thick of it. That's for damn sure. As the Knicks are going to inbound here, here's DiVincenzo. We're tied up 20 apiece. DiVincenzo has it. Let me get the scoreboard back. I almost forgot to do that. Brunson with it, gives to Grimes. Grimes to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo holds it above his head, kicks to the corner for Achua. Achua on the baseline is blocked. Comes up with his own rebound. Olenek picks him up on the switch. Kicks to the corner. Good defense there by Olenek as DiVincenzo had to heave one up and almost went in as the Jazz come down with the rebound. 3:41 to go. Here's Utah into the front court. Lefty dribble around a screen into the paint. Running floater. Tipped up in the air by Sims. The Jazz come up with it. And it's stolen by DiVincenzo. Spins out of a steal. Up ahead. Gives to Grimes. Grimes to the hoop. Layup good. Good transition basket there by the Knicks. 22-20. 3:22 to go. Grimes with some dimes. Jazz already with 4 turnovers. Knicks with 2 as we're 9 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Olenek. Down low, guarded by Achua. Cross-court pass to Clarkson. DiVincenzo up on him. Lefty dribble into the paint. Good defense by Brunson as he sticks with him. He'll try a step-back 3. That's not even close as Grimes comes down with the rebound. Here's DiVincenzo up ahead. The Knicks up by 2. Cross-court pass to Brunson. Brunson on the elbow. Sims comes out to set the pick. Lefty dribble in the lane. 10-foot floater. What did you think? You thought Jaylen Brunson was going to miss that? 24-20. Knicks up 4. 2:44 to go. Jazz will bring it up across the timeline. Knicks in the man-to-man. Come on, baby. Olenek comes out. He grabs it from 20 feet out. Kicks back out to the corner. Jazz have it. Righty dribble. Grimes on him. Back out to Olenek. Fakes the 3. Takes the contact. And they call the foul. Spike Lee might get hit with a technical. Spike Lee may very well get hit with a technical. And I wouldn't blame him. Arguing like a lunatic to the referee. They call a foul. And Olenek's going to shoot 2. His foot was in front of the 3-point line. So this will be the first free throw attempts for the Utah Jazz tonight, I believe. And the first free throw is good. 24-21. Miles McBride has played really well for the Knicks since making that trade. He's averaging 10 points in the last 4 games. Always known as a guy that I think a lot of people wanted to see get more exposure as the Knicks, but he was kind of buried on the bench, especially with Emmanuel quickly on the roster. Since the trade, you've gotten to see McBride get some minutes, and he's made the most of it. Second free throw by Olenek is no good as he back rimmed it. Josh Hart comes up with the rebound. Knicks up 3 with the ball. He's going to give it to McBride. McBride with it. Here's McBride into the front court. Cross-court pass to Hart. Hart with it. Hart's going to give off to DiVincenzo. Spinning, winning into the... Oh, blocked! Oh, Cody Kessler. I remember him from his college days. Swatted that out of bounds as it looked like DiVincenzo thought for a second he was LeBron James. And Kessler reminded him, you're not. You're from Italy. Knicks looking inbound. Here's McBride. McBride looking to get it in. He gives to Grimes. Grimes has it. Righty dribble guarded by Olenek. Kicks to the corner. Here's McBride. McBride lefty dribble. Floater. No good off the back rim. Sims skies for the rebound. Kicks back up top to McBride. McBride lefty dribble. Double teamed in the lane. Floater. No good off the back rim. Long rebound. Clarkson grabs it. I'll get to that super chat in a second, man. Thank you very much. Here's Clarkson in the front court. Clarkson has McBride on him. Back to the basket. 20 feet out. Double teamed. Tapped up in the air. Good defense by Hart as the Knicks come up with the steal. DiVincenzo gives to Hart. Hart takes the contact, and he draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Minute 40 to go here in the first. Let's go, Deuce. What's up, Ray, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Drizzy Dre, I can't control that. I know when people come here, they complain about the scoreboard. And I think that whenever you show an ESPN or Yahoo scoreboard, it's always at least 7-8 seconds ahead of you because of the way. And the free throw is good. 25-21, because when I talk, YouTube then transmits it to you guys, and it's at least 5, 6, 7 seconds behind. It's why when we do a football game, basketball, I can't keep up with the score, right? It's not like, football where there's, basketball, there's a score almost every possession rather. So I have to show a live scoreboard. So people always complain because when I try to do it manually, I'm always behind on the score. So I just show it. But yeah, it's going to be ahead. Here's Marketing. Step back jumper. No good off the front rim. Josh Hart comes up with the rebound. DKK going to get you in a second, my man. Here's Hart. Hart to McBride. McBride on the elbow. Righty dribble. Fakes the 3. Gives to Hart. Hart dribbling with the left. Gives to Grimes. Grimes has it. Marketing on him. Lefty dribble. Step back 3. No good. He left it short. Had a good look, though. Minute 10 to go. Jazz have it down 5 here at the Garden. Olenek has it. Grimes on him. We'll see if he tries to take advantage of the size advantage. Gives down low to Marketing. I don't want Marketing to score. If you remember, That was part of my 3-pick parlay before the start of the game. I had Markkanen under 6.5 in the first quarter. I think he has 4, and he's about to have 6 if he hits both free throws. I think. I hope I'm. Oh, it's a technical. And the free throw is good, so now he's got 5. So any field goal now by Markkanen, it kills me on my parlay. Minute 03 to go. So hopefully Markkanen remains scoreless for the remainder of the quarter. Markkanen has it. Markkanen guarded by Hart. Dribbling there with the left. He's going to give off. 58 seconds to go. Lefty dribble into the paint. Takes some contact. Cross-court pass to Olenek, and it sails out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball. DKK says, subscribe to your Giants content, but your real talent is play-by-play basketball. Wow. Impressive, Tainer. Hey, man, I have always enjoyed calling basketball the most, actually. I think I'm the best at it out of all the games that I do, but of course, I love doing the Giants games with you guys. 43 seconds to go. Here's Hart. Hart, nice pass down low to DiVincenzo, and it's swatted away. Olenek comes up with the rebound. 38 seconds to go. Here come the Jazz in transition. Cross-court pass. Miss Markkanen. Miss. No good. All right. I'm still alive. 29 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Grimes comes up with it across center court. Here's Grimes Markkanen on him. 7-second difference between shot and game. Grimes has it. Knicks are going to waste as much clock as they can. Here's Grimes. Lefty dribble. Gives to DiVincenzo for 3. Book it! DiVincenzo is building a library. His third 3 of the quarter. Knicks up by a touchdown. Jazz have it across center court. Markkanen has it. Markkanen's going to try to ruin my parlay again. Jumper. No good. Take a seat. 29-22 at the end of the first. Knicks lead by 7. What's up, Carl Mannix? Popping in the stream. And Papa Goots in the chat. He says, Chris, your broadcasting's amazing. I appreciate that. You're kind of biased, but I do appreciate it. So I had, what did I have? I had Brunson over 33.5. That's not looking great right now, but you know Brunson, he could go on a spurt. He only had 4 points in the first quarter. I got DiVincenzo over 20.5. That's looking great. He's got 11. So I need 10 more points from DiVincenzo, and I need 30 more points from Brunson. We'll see if he can do it. Bang, bang, bang. You should have taken Dante over the made. I think Dante's going over the 20.5 points like I predicted. But we'll see. What's up, Gabe? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, Gabe. Got to meet Gabe at a Mets game. Keenan says, you're over on DiVincenzo looking good, too. I know, Keenan, but we got to hope for the Brunson. But we know, Keenan, if you watch the Knicks, Brunson can put up 20.25. He can put up 20.25. He's building a library. What's up, John? Let's get those likes up. Appreciate it, man. No, I have not heard about that, Jacob, that the Orioles are selling. No, I have not heard about that. Book it. What's up, Scotty? As I'm now watching an Alka-Seltzer commercial, here's a man coming. I'm going to try to do a play-by-play when I get the right commercial. We'll see. We'll do a play-by-play for a commercial for you guys when we get the right opportunity as we're watching Alka-Seltzer Plus. Let's see. You don't get the game in your area? Well, you got to move to New York, man, just for Knicks games. Chris says, happy Ben Johnson. I know, me too, man. He's been great this year with the Lions. Fashish says, did you go to college? If so, what did you major in? I did. I went to the School of Hard Knocks, man. No, I actually did go to college. I actually went to several colleges. I ended up graduating at SUNY Old Westbury, but I went to Stony Brook. I went to several colleges. I went to 3 different. I went to National Community College for 2 years, and then I went to Stony Brook for a year, and then I ended up going to SUNY Old Westbury to get my bachelor's. Peraza says, Chris, your parlay looking good. We'll see. Wampback says, no one wants to be the head coach for Washington. Yeah. Fournier, Grimes, and 4 first. What's up, Jeremy? As we're back at the Garden, the Knicks lead 29-22. And Ray Melendez, stand up. New member, welcome to the squad. What did I end up majoring in? Nothing that helped me in real life. Here's Clarkson with it into the front court. But, well, it did because I have a bachelor's degree. I ended up getting a job in the government. That was a minor requirement, but I didn't get a job with what I went to school for. Olenek jumper no good. Grimes will come down with the rebound. Here come the Knicks. 11:36 to go here in the second. Knicks racing up ahead. Lefty dribble by Grimes, guarded by Markkanen. He's going to kick out to the elbow. It's DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo gives to Hart. Hart with it on the elbow around the Sims screen. Gives to Sims down low. Sims tries a righty hook. No good. Good defense that time by Kessler. 11:20 to go here in the second. Here's Clarkson for the Jazz. Clarkson with it into the front court, dribbling with the left. Kicks out, fakes the jumper, step back, baseline jumper. I think it's George. No good. Olenek tip, no good. Markkanen tip is good. Actually, I'm sorry, Kessler tip is good. I can't. The Jazz have like 8 white guys, and they're all tall. 11 minutes to go here in the second. Here's McBride. McBride with it up ahead, gives to Hart. Hart has it. Hart to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo guarded by Clarkson, dribbling there with the right, step back, long three. Not the best shot selection there, but Sims able to tip it out to Grimes. The Knicks will get another chance. Here's Grimes marking it on him. Step back, almost took the jumper. Now he's going to try to take him to the hoop. Kicks out to McBride. McBride for 3. Back rimmed it. Sims fights for the rebound, and it's going to stay with the Knicks. Good hustle by Sims on this possession. He gives the Knicks 2 extra opportunities. Knicks up 5, and I forgot the scoreboard again. 29-24. 10:35 to go here in the second, and the Knicks will go to the bench. Oh, you went to Princeton. Awesome. Well, you're a smart guy. Here's Grimes. That was a long 2. He gets it to go. No, it was a 3. I thought his foot was on the line. Book it. A late book it. He fooled me there. 32-24. Here's the Jazz. Lefty dribble. Good defense there by McBride. George has it. Markkanen comes out to set a screen. Dribbling there with the right to the hoop. Nice pass. Kessler missed the gimme layup, but they're going to call a foul. We'll see if it's on the floor. I'm serious, man. Every time I watch a Jazz game, I feel like I'm watching the Book of Mormon. It's a bunch of tall white guys in Utah. You don't got to pay $200 to see the play on Broadway. Just watch a Jazz game. Kessler will go to the line. Bends the knees. First free throw is good. 32-25. Sexton checking in here for the Jazz. That was a late foul. And here's the second by Kessler, and it's good. 32-26. Knicks up 6. And here's McBride into the front court. McBride gives. Here's Grimes. Grimes splits the defenders, gives to Sims. Picked up there by Kessler. Spins to the left. Nice move by Sims. Sims throws it down. A little ferocity. 34-26. Knicks up by 8. They're on their feet on the bench celebrating. Here's Sexton into the front court. He's going to give to Clarkson. Clarkson and Markkanen. Markkanen from the elbow for 3. Good. That guy is an animal. 34-29. Knicks up 5. Jazz answer right back. Back and forth we go. Here's McBride. McBride dribbling, bibbling, Sexton on his hip. He's going to give there to Achua. Achua double team. Kicks back out to Grimes. Grimes has it. Markkanen on him. Grimes says, I don't care. I'm going to shoot a 3, and I'm going to shoot a horrible shot, and it's going to go out of bounds to the Jazz. Barely grazed iron. Sexton with it into the front court. McBride on him. Back to the basket. Spins, wins. Good defense. Poked away by McBride. Sexton gets it back. Kicks out to Clarkson. Lefty dribble. Fadeaway jumper. No good off the back rim. Good rebound there by Kessler as he was able to sky over Sims. Markkanen comes up with it. Cross court pass to Sexton. Jazz trying to cut this to a 1-possession lead. Sexton to the hoop. Layup is good. And the foul. As they call it on McBride. 34-31. 8:53 to go here in the second. And Alien says, Tata, who's your favorite Knick of all time, regardless of tenure or success? Mine is Amari Stoudemire. Healthy, he was a beast, especially in 2010. I loved Amari. Definitely not my favorite Knick, but I loved Amari. Talk about more of that in a second. As Sexton gets the free throw to go, 34-32. I'm a big Mets fan. I think you are too, Alien, if I'm not mistaken. I think you come into my Mets streams as well. I've always compared. I'll talk more about Amari in a second. Here's McBride. McBride with it, back to the basket. Jazz in the man-to-man. McBride in the corner, dribbling with the right, Sexton on him. He's going to give to Hart. Hart, lefty dribble, double team, floater in the lane. No good off the side rim, out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Knicks. 8:31 to go here in the second. When I get a TV timeout, we'll talk about my favorite Knick, and we'll talk about Amar'e Stoudemire, who, by the way, do you remember, I don't know if you guys knew this, do you remember how Amar'e Stoudemire used to recuperate in between games? A lot of guys, they go into the hyperbolic chamber. Maybe they'll get a massage. Amar'e Stoudemire, I don't know how long he did this. He used to put he filled up a bathtub full of wine. Could you imagine spending all that money to fill up a bathtub full of wine, and he would lay in the bathtub? That's a true story. That's how we would recuperate between games, at least at times. But I've always compared the Amar'e Stoudemire signing to the Pedro Martinez signing for the Mets. You knew what you were getting with Pedro, just like you knew you were getting with Amar'e. Both of the guys were injury risks. They were approaching the tail end of their peak. Amar'e, of course, had the 2 bad knees. Pedro was up there in age, but they were necessary moves for the team to attract other free agents. The Mets then went on to get Beltran, and then they went on their run. They had that really good team, and Amar'e, of course, attracted we had to trade for Carmelo, but Tyson Chandler, so on and so forth. So I always compared those two moves. Amar'e was great that first year. I think he had like 10, 11, 12 straight games where he had 30 points. He was like second team All NBA. He was great that first year, and then injuries got the best of him. But I loved Amar'e. But my favorite Knick of all time, listen, man, I got to go back to my childhood, man. I got to go back to my childhood when it comes to my favorite Knick of all time. And the greatest Knick, at least in my opinion, of all time, I got to watch was Patrick Ewing. And I love him. I think he's one of the most unappreciated athletes in New York sports history. Okay? Patrick Ewing was incredible. Not my favorite Knick, though. My favorite Knick of all time is the Oakman. And I was at the game when Charles Oakley got thrown out of the Garden. And I was disgusted when James Dolan threw him out of the Garden. I was at that game. But Charles Oakley is my all-time favorite Knick. And listen, I love all those old-time Knicks. I love Anthony Mason. I love Patrick Ewing. I love John Starks. I love Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston. But for me, I'm going with the Oak, man. I loved Charles Oakley. Loved him. Stand up. What's going on, Anthony? Man, thanks for popping in the stream. As we're getting ready to go back to the game, Earl the Pearl. Charlie Ward was good. Yeah, him and Chris Childs used to platoon in the backcourt. Remember when Chris Childs punched Kobe Bryant in the face? I think he did, if I recall. I know he got no fight with Kobe Bryant. Or at least took a swing at Kobe, I believe. And the Jazz will inbound, 34-32. Colin Sexton will bring it across center court. Grimes on him. And here's a 3 by Clarkson. No good. Good defense there by Brunson. Outlet pass to Grimes. Here's Grimes to the hoop. Layup off glass is good. Good transition bucket there by the Knicks. 36-32. Good job there by the Knicks, man. They're getting cheap points. You love to see that. 8:11 to go here in the second. Sexton across center court. Knicks in the man-to-man. Here's Sexton, guarded by Grimes. Cross-court pass to Clarkson. Hard on him. Clarkson dribbling there with the right. Sims comes over to double. Picks up the dribble. Gives to Sexton. Sexton on the logo. Now he's going to try to attack the basket. Probably should have got hit with a charge. And the lefty layup is good with the up and under. 7:52 to go. Knicks up 2. And now Grimes on the deck as he was kind of grabbing his knee. He's going to try to walk it off. And the Knicks are going to have to use a timeout. Hopefully nothing serious there. Hopefully they just bang knees and he's got to take a break. That's happened to me when I used to play basketball a long time ago. But hopefully that's all it is. Yeah, they bang knee to knee. Actually, looking at it, it wasn't the knee. No, they did not. It was not. They did not bang knees. Hopefully that's nothing serious. Hopefully it's just a cramp. As Grimes is trying to walk it off. 36-34 as we go to timeout. What is with the injury bug lately, man? What is with the injury bug lately? Second team is going to clamp down in the second quarter, man. I hope you're right, Ron. I hope you're right, my man. I do think the Knicks need two pieces if we want to, like, compete for, like, a championship. I think we need one more scorer, and I think we need a little more depth, specifically off the bench in the front court. I do think our bench is a little I like our bench, but I think it's a little thin, especially after you had to insert DiVincenzo into the lineup. Now you lose quickly. I think we could use a little more depth there on the bench, but the Knicks are in a really good spot right now. More minutes for Deuce. Deuce has been good, man. Deuce has been good. I don't even know if the Knicks need a superstar. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. But I don't even know if we need a superstar. I think we need a very good player. Like, I think the Knicks are really good, man. I don't know if we need a superstar. I just think we need a really good player. Let's see. Yeah, Murray would be a good. I don't know what the price would be, but yeah, I would like Dejounte Murray. Yeah, Brogdon would be a really good fit, David, for sure. Brogdon would be a really nice fit. And he's been another guy that's been rumored to the Knicks. Has Mikal, I mean, I would love Mikal Bridges, but has he even been rumored to the Knicks, Bricks Nation? I mean, that'd be cool. The Nova Knicks. 3-and-D guy. I mean, he's awesome. As we're getting back to the game. Who would I give up, Baruch? I mean, the Knicks, I think if the Knicks are going to make any trade of significance, you're giving up draft picks at this point, right? Because you kind of traded your tradable players on the team, that being, of course, Quickly and Barrett. So we have like a plethora of first-round picks. So I think that would be the bulk of the trade, along with expiring contracts like Evan Fournier, maybe a piece like Grimes. Here's Hart with the lefty dribble, kicks out to DiVincenzo for three from the elbow. Book it! DiVincenzo has hit 4 threes tonight. The Italian Stallion, 39-34. DiVincenzo with 14 points, 4 of 7 from downtown. Here's Clarkson. What is he going to attempt, 33s? Here comes the Jazz. Sexton cross-court pass. Now they give to Clarkson from the elbow for 3. No good off the back rim. Tipped up in the air. Sexton comes down with it. Good defense there by Achua, not to allow him to get the easy layup as Sexton brings it back to the three-point line. Now he tries to take it to the rim. Blocked by Hart. Hart comes up with the rebound. He got poked in the face, it looked like. He still has the ball. Gives to Brunson. Brunson with it. Lefty dribble. Little pull. What a pass by Jaylen Brunson as he hits Achua, and Achua throws it down with 2 hands. What a pass by Brunson. 41-34. Knicks up 7. Gives down low to Collins. Good defense there by DiVincenzo, but big size advantage as he hits him with the righty hook. 41-36. 6:35 to go. Brunson, I love the passes, but my man, I got you over 33.5. I need you to just start dropping some buckets. Here's Hart. Hart with it. Hart kicks to Achua. Achua fakes the 3, marking it on him in the corner. Now he's going to try to attack the rim. Spins off. Who is this dude? Achua just took Market into the cup. 43-36. Knicks up 7. Lefty dribble here by Sexton. Floater in the lane, no good. Tipped up in the air. Sims bats it back. Marketing comes up with it. Marketing guarded by Achua. Picks up the dribble, nearly had it stolen. Gives to Clarkson. Clarkson falls to the ground. Is able to get it back out to Marketing, but only 5 on the shot clock. Marketing with a hand in his face, not even close. And the shot clock expires. It'll be Knicks ball. 43-36. Knicks defense has been fantastic tonight. Fantastic. Knicks batting a ton of balls. Very active hands tonight on defense. Love the effort we're seeing. And ever since, even though he's not playing tonight, ever since OG Anunoby came here, this defense is taking it up a notch. Here's Achua. Achua kicks to the corner for 3. DiVincenzo in and out. Hartenstein, who checks into the game, grabs the rebound. Gives to Hart. Hart guarded by Clarkson. Dribbles with the right. Gives to Hartenstein. Hartenstein double team down low. Lefty hook. Left it short. And the Jazz try to save it, and Collins comes up with it. Here's Utah. Here's Clarkson up ahead. Clarkson to Markkanen. Markkanen will try a three. No good. Rebound Hartenstein. 5:19 to go. Gives to Brunson. Brunson across center court. Knicks up 7 with the ball. Crossover dribble. Brunson took some contact, and they call the foul. Brunson will go to the line. In my opinion, one of the best in the league at that. One of the best. I mean, he might be the best in terms of creating contact. He is incredible at that. Also great, obviously, at drawing charges on the defensive end. 5:11 to go. Brunson continues to do the dirty work for this basketball team. He'll go to the line. Bends the knees. First free throw is good. Knicks up 8. I believe that's their largest lead of the contest. 44-36. I'm with you, Jai. You don't talk shit to Brunson. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. He's quickly becoming one of my favorite Knicks ever. Like, I love Brunson. Here's the second free throw. Good. 45-36. Knicks up 9. 5:11 to go here in the second. Knicks starting to open this up, like Ron said in the chat. Sexton's going to bring it across center court here for the Jazz. Sexton guarded by DiVincenzo. Cross-court dribble. Now he's doubled. Kicks back. 3 from the elbow. Good. 45-39 as the Jazz cut it back down to 6. Jazz trying to hang around. Knicks trying to open this up. Here's Brunson. Brunson to DiVincenzo. He'll fake the 3. Gives to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Sexton in the corner. Dribbling with the right. Now he's going to try to back him down into the paint. Spinning, winning, fadeaway left it short. As Collins will come up with the rebound. He gives to Sexton. Sexton into the front court. Dribbles with the left. He'll set up the offense there. 4:27 to go here in the second. Hartenstein picks him up on the switch. Jazz swinging around. Batted up in the air. Nearly stolen. Collins comes up with it. It's batted away by Achua. Love this guy. Brunson has it. Here's Brunson. Brunson to the hoop. No look pass. DiVincenzo faked the 3. Now he's going to toe. He tried to throw it down, but he came up short as it goes off front rim. Here's Sexton. Cross-court pass to Clarkson. Clarkson's open in the corner. Good. And just like that, just when you think the Knicks are starting to open this game up, the Jazz say, not so fast. They give you Dikembe Mutombo, and they cut it back down to 3. No. Here's Harden to the front court. Hart guarded by Clarkson on the elbow. Lefty dribble around the Hartenstein screen. Hart, nice backdoor pass. DiVincenzo gets the layup to go. 47-42. Josh Hart, man, this dude just does all the little things for this basketball team. What a pass. 3:33 to go. Knicks up 5. Here's Sexton. Sexton, lefty dribble to the hoop. Floater, no good. As Hart comes up with the rebound. Good denial there at the rim by Hartenstein. Here's Hart. Hart with it up ahead. Lefty dribble had it poked away. And Collins comes up with it. And here's the Jazz. They get a fast break as they were, come on with that. Sexton didn't even go back to defend. He was basket hanging on the other side. And he gets an easy 2 points. Here comes Brunson up ahead. Knicks up 3 with the ball. Floater in the lane is good. Brunson answers. Big basket there. 49-44. 3 minutes to go here in the second. And Tiana going to get that in 1 second. Thank you for being here. Here's Sexton into the front court. DiVincenzo on him. They're going to call a foul on Brunson as he was trying to work around a pick. Tiana, good to see you. Nice to see you back, Tana. I think our Mets are going to surprise this season. I hope. Underwhelming, but sometimes underwhelming is not a bad thing. You know, last year we were really excited about the offseason. How did that work out? But Mets did some little things, but nothing major. But we know they have talent, and we'll see how they respond this year. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to baseball. Here's Clarkson. Clarkson nearly had it batted away, ends up in the corner for an open look, no good. And Hartenstein tried to grab the rebound. Sexton comes up with it in the corner for 3. No good off the side rim. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. It's going to stay with the Jazz as Collins and Hartenstein were fighting for the rebound. Brunson was the 33rd pick. If I'm not mistaken, Bricks Nation, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we took, I don't recall. I don't remember if Brunson went the pick before we took Mitch Robinson or the pick after we took Mitch Robinson. I don't remember. But it's just funny. He ended up with the Knicks. Here's Markkanen. Markkanen guarded closely there by Achua, 18 feet out. Now he's going to face him up, step back 3, left it short. Brunson comes up with the rebound, outlet pass up ahead to Achua. Achua back to the basket, triple team. He doesn't care. You can have the whole state of Utah on him. He don't care. This guy is good. This dude's good. 51-44, Knicks up 7. I like Achua. I like this guy. Minute 57 to go. Here's Sexton. Sexton gives to Clarkson. Clarkson guarded by Hart. Fakes the 3, gives to Market, and Achua on him. Lefty dribble to Collins. Collins to the hoop. Hartenstein swatted it. Oh, what a block by Hartenstein. Brunson comes up with the rebound. Up ahead. Lefty dribble to the hoop. No look pass to Achua. And the foul. The Prince. 53-44. Nice pass by Brunson. And Chris, thank you very much. Everyone here needs to vote Brunson to be that. I think that vote's already over with. Unfortunately, he didn't get in. Free throw is good. Bends the knees. Knicks up 10. Minute 30 to go. The Knicks starting to open it up. I called him Prince. Precious Achua. 11 points for Achua. 1:27 to go. Utah with it. Gives to Clarkson. Clarkson guarded there by Brunson. DiVincenzo comes over to double. Gives to Collins. Collins kicks out to the elbow. Open 3 for Marketing. Way too strong as the Jazz come up with the rebound. Kicks it back out to the corner for Clarkson. Guarded there by Achua. To the hoop. Layup is good. Took some contact. No call as the Jazz cut it back down to 8. Minute 02 to go here in the second. We'll see if the Knicks can close this quarter out right. Maybe go into the half with a double-digit lead. Here's Brunson. Brunson up ahead, gives to Hart. Give it back to Brunson and get out of his way. Hart with it. Hart gives to Hartenstein. Hartenstein picks up the dribble, looks for DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo, he wants to book it. Book it! DiVincenzo with his 5th triple of the game. 57-46. Knicks up 11. DiVincenzo's got 19. 3 for the quick 3 there by the Jazz, though. Good answer. 57-49. 8-point game. 32 seconds to go here in the second. Knicks will bring it up. Here's Brunson across center court. Jazz in a zone defense here as they try to deny the Knicks. Brunson with it. Brunson double teamed up top. Lefty dribble, took some contact. No foul call. And it looks like it was off Hartenstein, and it was. It'll go over to the Jazz. So the Jazz will hold for the last shot. Down 8 with the ball. 6 seconds to go. Jazz have it. Out of control. Clarkson tries a 3. I don't think he got it off. And he did not. We'll go to the half. Jazz trail, 57-49. So a good first half there by the Knicks. As we look at the box score in that first half. Yeah, Josh Hart, 4 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. Crooked numbers all across the stat sheet for Josh Hart there in that first half. Achua had 11 points, a block, and a rebound. Hartenstein, 9 rebounds in 13 minutes. 6 points, 2 assists. DiVincenzo was an animal. 19 points. He hit 5 triples. Jaylen Brunson had 8 points, 6 assists. So more of a distributor tonight. Off the bench, Quentin Grimes had 7. Jericho Sims had 2. For the Jazz, the leading scorer, Colin Sexton, along with Lauri Markkanen. So Knicks doing the job early on in this ballgame as we're halfway through. Knicks lead 57-49. Let's get to the chat. The defense was great, Ray, in the first half. Great in the first half. And Jai says, I'm getting a Brunson jersey. You should. Brunson's legit, man. Brunson's legit. And Dennis says, this play-by-play is effing amazing. Call up the Knicks. Call up Walt Clyde Frazier. We'll do a game together. I appreciate it, Dennis. Thank you. I'm having fun with you guys tonight. What's up, Fabian, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. DiVincenzo's an animal. Hey, Mets. Yeah, we'll do something, man. We'll do something. Before the Mets season, we'll do something. I'll come on your channel. Any injury updates? You mean the Knicks? Well, Randle's out. We know that. He's going to be out for, they said, at least a few weeks, which is good news. It looked like it could have been a lot worse when it happened. Anunoby's out again. I don't know how serious that is, but he's out again. What's up, Cash Out James? We got legit play-by-play here with Chris. Smash the like. I appreciate it, Bricks Nation. 2 to 3 weeks, yeah. Precious is playing well, Ron. He's playing well. I like him. Ever since he started to get more minutes, he's looked really good for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson will be back. I hope so. We could certainly use Mitch. I will say this, though. What does the chat think? When Mitch is back, does Mitch start? I don't think so, man. Hartenstein's been really good. Maybe you split the minutes. But listen, man, Hartenstein's been really good. I don't know if I want to mess with that if Mitch comes back. He's been really good for this team. What's up, James? Jai says they share minutes, but Hart starts. Yeah, I feel like what's his name? The guy that I loved, the shot blocker on that team like 3 or 4 years ago when he kind of split minutes with Mitch. I feel like why am I forgetting his name off the top of my head? But I feel like it's kind of like that dynamic, but I don't know. I think I would side with Hartenstein getting a few more minutes. He's been great. Appreciate you for being here, Ray, man. Oh, Nerlens Noel. There you go. Yeah. He was great for that team that year, man. I love Nerlens Noel. Mitch is a very good defender. Very good defender. He certainly is going to have value whether he starts or whether he doesn't. If he comes back, Big Mitch. It's good that Mitch doesn't have to get 35, 40 minutes the way that Hartenstein's played. Injury aside, Mitch always seems to get those ticky-tack fouls, get in foul trouble. Now that you have a guy that you could trust in Hartenstein that you know could give you at least a good 20 to 25 minutes, Mitch could play aggressive. If he gets those 4 fouls in 20 minutes, who cares? So that's a good thing. I'm scared that Hartenstein is going to regress like Noel. I don't know if we're going to pay Hart. I mean, I love Hartenstein, but I don't know if we're going to pay Hartenstein. He's going to get paid, man. He's been really good for this team. Oh, Mitch was drafted 36. Okay. I knew he was right around where Brunson went. I remember that draft. So he was 36. Okay. Pro Cannon says Sims no slouch, though. Sims is good. I wouldn't want him getting many minutes in the playoffs, but he's good. He's a nice spark. Subject change, but are we going for the good to see you, Ray, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Are we going for the 49ers in the Super Bowl? I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I'm kind of indifferent. I know most people are probably going to go, I don't know. The Niners are so hated too, aren't they? I was going to say, I think most people go for the Niners because people are kind of sick of the Chiefs winning. But I feel like the Niners are pretty hated too. I've never hated the Niners as much as most Giants fans. And it's probably because I don't go back to that era in the 80s when the Giants and Niners had a much bigger rivalry. So I'm pulling for the Niners. It's not like I'm going to be like really invested into the game either way. I'm not going to be upset either way, but I'm going to pull for the Niners. Ray says, I think I have Taylor Swift fatigue. Lions choke job pissed me off. What's up, Random man? Thanks for popping in the stream. Listen, I thought Dan Campbell did a horrible job in that game. And I'm not going to blame it entirely on him. The wide receiver, I think it was Reynolds, dropped like 2 passes. That did, him no favors. And I understand that's Campbell's MO to be aggressive. He's done that all year. I get all that for the people that make that argument. But listen, the way I look at it is this. This would have been the first, and I don't know if he was asked this. I didn't listen to Dan Campbell after the game. But the first question I would have asked Dan Campbell was, I would preface it by saying, Dan, I understand that you are a guy that routinely takes the gamble. You go for it on 4th down. That's been your MO all year. But Dan, why before the half, when it was a 14-point game, with like 5 seconds to go at the 2-yard line, did you kick a field goal rather than go for it on 4th and 1 at the goal line? If you were going to go for it on 4th and 5 in field goal range, when you could go up 3 scores with 8 minutes less left in the game to guarantee yourself a 3-possession lead. The logic doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're going to go for it with 8 minutes less to go in the game, why didn't you go for it right before halftime to guarantee yourself the 3-possession lead? Didn't make sense to me. I thought Campbell should have kicked the field goal there. Let's see. Chris, will you be streaming any Knicks NBA? Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to the NBA Finals. There's no doubt about it. Unfortunately, guys, I'm actually upset. Unfortunately, sorry for the bad news, because I know a lot of you guys love the live streams. I'm only going to be able to do 4 NBA Finals live streams because the Knicks are going to sweep whoever they play. So I'm kind of upset about that. But, yeah, I'll be doing the Finals games. It's only going to be 4 streams, though. So hopefully we make the most out of it. Hopefully we have fun. Knicks are going to only, they're going to win in 4. Muta Grouse says, I can't understand the Chiefs hate. They are a fun team, plus it's so rewarding to watch. I don't hate the Chiefs. I don't hate the Chiefs. I just am kind of sick of the same team winning every year. I kind of want to see something different. I don't hate the Chiefs. And the entertainer talking drugs in the chat. How big is the gap between Neighbors and Adunze, Burrow says? I mean, they're both really good. I personally like Neighbors more, especially for our offense, but they're both really good. I think Neighbors is better, but some people tell you they think Adunze is better. I think Bad Dog likes Adunze more, if I'm not mistaken. They're both really good. I really thought the Chiefs would go. What's up, Lestat, man? Thanks for popping in. And they're showing Giannis. What a matchup this is. Giannis versus Jokic. 108-103. 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Or 108-102, I should say. Route running is what when I want Neighbors, man. I think Neighbors is more explosive. He's the most polished route runner in the draft. That's who I want. But I'd be happy with either one if we end up with a good wide receiver. We need one. Chiefs saved us from an Eagles ring. I like them. That's fair. It's the only good thing that Kadarius Toney ever did for our organization was he helped the Chiefs win that Super Bowl. As they're showing highlights from around the league, you got the Celtics and the Pacers going at it. Obviously, you want to try to avoid the Celtics at all costs if you're the Knicks for as long as you can come playoff time. So it's going to be imperative for the Knicks, if possible, to get in that 2-3 zone because then you avoid the Celtics until the Eastern Conference Finals. We'll see if we can do it. It's going to be important for us to continue to win. Let's see. But just imagine that Mahomes played like ass this year and still he's in the Super Bowl. I mean, he didn't play like ass. He played like ass for Mahomes. That's still better than almost every quarterback. I still wanted to see Odell get a second ring before Tony. I get that. I get it. You think they'll cut Tony? Yes. Not only do I think they'll cut Tony, I don't think Tony is going to play another down in the NFL. I don't. Especially with the stuff that came out this past week on social media. I don't think Tony's going to play another down in the NFL. There's my hot take. I think they're going to cut him, yes. Let's see. Tony and Bradbury, 2 biggest plays for sure. Do you think if the Ravens made it that they would have beaten the Niners? Tough to say. I mean, it would have been a great game. Here's the thing. I'm going to say no, Jai, and here's my reason. If you look at Lamar Jackson historically throughout his career, the one stat that everybody always brings up is his record against NFC teams. And I think he's like 20-1. Ironically, his only loss was to the Giants last year against an NFC team. But I think and I have a theory behind that. I think the reason why his only loss against an NFC team was the Giants was because Wink Martindale was his former defensive coordinator. So who knows Lamar Jackson better than Wink Martindale, right? He called plays against him defensively every day in practice for like 5 years or whatever it was. So that's my theory there. But my theory why Lamar Jackson is so good against NFC teams is because obviously he has a unique skill set. He's not a quarterback that he's hard to game plan for. And if you're in the NFC, you only see him once every 4 years. It's not like a team like the Cleveland Browns or the Steelers or the Bengals who see him every year, twice a year. So they are more equipped. When you play an NFC team, It's short rest. You have 4 or 5 days to prepare, and you've never gone up against an offense with a player like that. So the reason why I think the 49ers would have won, and the reason why I think the Niners got blown out the first time they played the Ravens was because of that. But this would have been the second time they were seeing them in the regular season. I think they would have made the adjustments, and I think they would have capitalized. So I would have picked the Niners if they played the Ravens. But obviously the Ravens would have had a chance. They were great this year. Brick says, I remember when McAdoo wanted Gettleman to draft Mahomes. Yeah. Are the Giants going to pick a quarterback in the second round? It's possible. I mean, we have 2 second-round picks. We could even use those picks to couple up and move up. Depends, on who they, who's on their board and who drops and how high they, project these guys to go in the draft. But, yeah, it's certainly a possibility. Could certainly see it. I think second round, I think you're looking at potentially a quarterback. I think you're looking at interior offensive line. Because I think we're going wide receiver in the first. That's where my head's at right now. So, second round, I mean, BPA, it could be any position, right? But, nobody had us going safety the year we took Xavier McKinney, but he was the best player. So, it could be any position. But I think quarterback is obviously a distinct possibility. Interior offensive line. I'd be surprised. I mean, and again, this is all before free agency and seeing what this team does. But I would be surprised if we don't take a guard with one of those 2 picks in the second round. I think we'll take a guard with one of them, unless we couple them and move up to get a quarterback in the first round. So I think one of those picks would be a guard if I had to guess. But yeah, I could see it. Let's see. I predict tag and trade for Barkley. It's possible. It's possible. Mitch to the second unit. Oh, you talking about Robinson? I think you're a little bit behind on the chat, but yeah. Lamar's a one chance you're done quarterback. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Lamar was great this year, but I mean, can you really fault him? It's Mahomes, let's be fair. And Lamar didn't play good in that game, but let's be fair. The guy fumbled on the half-yard line. That's not Lamar's fault. If he scores there, it's a completely different game. But yeah, he came up short again. Burrow says, if no quarterback in the first, please don't take one later. Burrow, me personally, it's not my preference. I'm definitely okay with them taking a quarterback day 3, maybe even in the third round, but I would prefer not to. If you're not taking a quarterback at 6, I'd prefer not to take a quarterback until at least the third round. I'll agree with you on that. I could see it, though. If they really like Bo Nix or Penix or J.J. McCarthy and those guys slip, I could see it. I could see them being like, well, it's not much of a financial commitment. Worst case scenario, the guy works out to be hopefully at least a good backup and a guy that may be able to become a starter. So I could see it, but I agree with you. With all the holes we have to fill, I would prefer we go another route if we're not taking a quarterback at 6th overall. Mahomes is so good. This Chiefs offense isn't good, and he dragged that. Mahomes is great. Last 2 years, I think Mahomes has really shown you just how good he is as a quarterback. He's fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, he's carried that team. What's up, Brandon, man? Thanks for popping in. Although I will say this year, muted, the defense was a big factor. Why? And Steve Spagnuolo deserves a ton of credit why they got where they got. But we're going to get back to the game as we're underway here in the third quarter. Knicks lead 57-49 as Dunn has it right there, top of the key, guarded by Brunson. Spins to the right, good defense. Layup is good, up and in. 11:43 to go. Knicks up 6, up a half dozen as Brunson's going to bring it across center court. Picked up there by Dunn as he crosses over the timeline. Picks up the dribble, gives to Hart. Hart has it on the elbow. Dribbles with the left around a Hartenstein pick. Floater in the lane. Good. Good shot there by Hart. Knicks go up 8, 59-51. 11:24 to go here in the third. Here's Sexton across center court. DiVincenzo on him. Knicks playing some zone. Back up top to Markkanen. Markkanen, lefty dribble to the hoop. Nice move as he gets it to go. 59-53. Jazz trying to stay around. Here's Hart into the front court for the Knicks. Hart has it, dribbling there with the left. Gives to DiVincenzo. He's had the hot hand. DiVincenzo swings it to Achua, who's going to give off to Brunson. 10 on the shot clock. Brunson double-teamed in the corner. Picks up the dribble. Down low to Achua, who's double-teamed. Out to Hart. Hart will try a 3. No good, too strong. Achua tips it up, but Collins comes down with the rebound for the Jazz. Jazz will bring it up. Here's Sexton. Sexton to the hoop with the lefty dribble, takes some contact and the foul. And if he hits the free throw, Jazz have a chance to make this a one-possession game. We're only 80 seconds into the third quarter. So a good start to the second half for the Utah Jazz. Am I going to stream the Super Bowl? Probably not. Because I'll be, probably not. I'm going to be at my friend's house for the Super Bowl. Bends the knees. Free throw is no good, so it remains a two-possession game. Hartenstein comes down with the rebound as he gives to Brunson. Brunson across center court. He's guarded by Dunn. Crossover dribble. Step back. He'll try a three. No good. Brunson has yet to hit a triple tonight. I don't think he's attempted many, but he misses there as Achua is fighting for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Jazz. Brunson's been a bit off, at least from a scoring standpoint tonight. He's made a lot of good passes. And here's Colin Sexton. Sexton into the front court, gives to Dunn, who's guarded by Brunson, backs him down, righty dribble into the paint. Pull-up jumper is good. Jazz down 2, and the Knicks need a basket here. Knicks starting the second half, much like they started the first. Sloppy. Here's Brunson. Brunson with it. Double team, 30 feet out. Has to give to Hartenstein. Hartenstein, pull-up floater, no good. Left it short. Hartenstein grabs the rebound, and he throws it down. 61-57. Knicks up 4. 9:47 to go here in the third. Here's Colin Sexton. Sexton across the timeline. Guarded by Hartenstein. They'll try an open three. No good. Too strong. Batted back out to Markkanen. Jazz will line it up again. Stolen by Hart. Knicks come up with the loose ball, and they're going to say Hart stepped on the line. It'll stay with the Jazz. Thought the Knicks were going to get another transition bucket there. Is bad? Yes. If the Giants were in the Super Bowl, I would have to stream it. Unless I was there. But what's up, Sean Evans, man? Thanks for popping in. As Dunn's going to inbound here for the Jazz. 9:32 to go here in the third. And nearly stolen by Hart again. He has got active hands, man. He's got active hands on defense. Nearly came up with the steal there. It'll stay with Utah. 9:31 to go here in the third. Jazz look to get it in. Collins has it as they swing it around the corner. Gives to Markkanen. Markkanen on the elbow, guarded by Achua. Cross-court pass to Sexton in the corner. He'll try a three. It's good. Jazz down 1. 61-60. 9:15 to go here in the third. Here's Brunson. Brunson guarded by Dunn around an Achua screen. Now he's double-teamed by Collins. Gives to Achua. Achua, 12 feet out. Pull-up jumper's good. Achua's been big time for the Knicks tonight offensively. He's had a number of big baskets, and that was certainly his biggest. Knicks up 3, 63-60. 8:54 to go here in the third. Here's Sexton. Sexton guarded by the Italian Stallion. Gives to Markkanen. Markkanen muscles down low. Brunson was able to prevent him from getting to the cup, though, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll go over to the Knicks. So good job there by Brunson, staying strong despite the big size advantage for Markkanen. Brunson will bring it up. Brunson into the front court, double team there, gives to Hartenstein. Hartenstein swings to Achua. Achua's going to try a three. He shouldn't have done it. Air ball. And it'll go over to the Jazz. 8:31 to go here in the third. You've seen the Jazz in this game make a concerted effort to double team Brunson every time he's like 35 feet from the basket to get the ball out of his hands. And they give to Brunson here. This time he's got Markkanen on him. We'll see if he can take advantage of it. Crossover dribble. Takes it to the paint. Floater in the lane. Draws a foul. He'll shoot 2. 63-60. 8:17 to go here in the third. The scoreboard needs a refresh. Good call. I forgot that Yahoo, you have to do that. I think it is only at halftime. And then it fixes itself. And it's still not working. That's odd. Hold on. First free throw is good. 1 second. Should be better now. 64-60. 8:17 to go. Second free throw by Brunson. Bends the knees, in and out. Jazz come down with the rebound. 8:14 to go here in the third. Here's Dunn. Dunn with it. He's guarded by Jaylen Brunson. Looking to give to Markkanen. Works around a screen. Dunn takes it to the cup. And my God, the Knicks have active hands. Another steal. Here's DiVincenzo into the front court. DiVincenzo with it. Lefty dribble to the hoop. Layup with the up and under's good. DiVincenzo over 20 points. 66-60. Dunn to the hoop. Kicks to the corner. Out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Jazz. They're going to say the Knicks got a hand on it. So unless this game goes to overtime, which hopefully it doesn't, looks like I'm not hitting on my 3-pick parlay. I hit on 2, but I don't think Brunson's getting 34 points. Collins has it. Guarded by Hartenstein, gives to Sexton. Sexton with it. He's going to give to Dunn. Dunn back to Sexton. 7:38 to go. Collins, Sexton with it. DiVincenzo on it. Another steal by the Knicks. DiVincenzo to Brunson. Brunson to the hoop. Layup is good. And the foul. How many steals do the Knicks have? So many batted balls in this game. DiVincenzo has 5 steals. DiVincenzo has 5 steals. We're halfway through the third quarter. He might get a double-double. 21 points and 10 steals. 68-60. 7:30 to go here in the third. 68-60. And Brunson will go to the line when they come back. This Knicks team is a throwback. Great effort and hustle defense. Let's go. Hey, Chris, glad to see you doing other sports lives during the offseason. Thank you for being here, Arkstick. Defense playing great. Let's get Brogdon. Let's go. This Knicks team is a throwback. Great effort, hustle, and defense. It's a Tibbs team, man. It is. It's a Tibbs team. This is the type of team that he wants. He wants those gritty, tough Jaylen Brunson, right? That he is like the epitome of a Tom Thibodeau player. That he's brought in his types of guys: DiVincenzo, Brunson, Hartenstein. Nobody wants to play the Knicks. I agree, especially if we had another piece, man. We're gonna be super dangerous. Thibodeau's another guy, man. Knicks fans were out on Thibodeau like last year or 2 years ago, I should say. They were out on him, and now people love him. 90s defensive basketball. I love it. I'm with you, Jermaine. You're going to stream any Mets games when the season starts? I'll mix them in, Brandon. I'll mix a Met game in. The thing with basketball is quick, man. You're in, you're out. The game starts at 7:30. Tip-off's usually at 7:40, but you're going to be done by 9:40. Like basketball flies. It's 2 hours. Baseball, sometimes those games go 4 hours, man. Like it's long. So, I mean, not so much with the new rules, but still, baseball games take a long time, man. Ron says rounds 2, 3, and 4 are going to be interesting for us. For sure. 2 picks in the second round. Round 1's, I mean, the whole draft's interesting. We're gonna get a glimpse as to where we're gonna stand, after free agency. Would you stream St. John's UConn game? No, I love St. John's, but I just don't think there's enough St. John's fans. But I love St. John's. I'll definitely be watching the game. And if St. John's plays in the tournament, I might stream it if they make the NCAA tournament. Hey, Michael J. Fox. I watched the documentary, the Michael J. Fox documentary. I forgot what streaming service it's on. Really good. I want to say it's on Amazon. Maybe it's on Apple Plus. I can't remember. Really good. Brunson will go to the line. Bends the knees. Free throw is good. Knicks up 9, 69-60, 7:30 to go here in the third. As Dunn's going to bring it up here for the Jazz. The Knicks are 13 of 14 from the charity stripe. Dunn with it into the front court. The Knicks in the man-to-man. Dunn gives off to Collins. He'll try a 3. No good. DiVincenzo comes up with the rebound. DiVincenzo up ahead to Brunson. Brunson for 3. Book it! Brunson puts the Knicks up 12, and it's their biggest lead of the game. The Knicks on an 11-0 run. Just when you think the Jazz are going to get into it. Sexton with it. Sexton to the hoop. Takes the contact. He'll go to the line. 72-60. How many points does Brunson have, man? How many points does Brunson have? He's got 15. Maybe I will hit. He needs another 19 points. I mean, that's asking a lot, but maybe I got a shot. We'll see. He's got to have a really strong finish to this third quarter. Sexton at the line. Bends the knees. First free throw is no good as it trickles off the front rim. What's up there, Afghanistan? Here's the second free throw by Sexton, and that one rattles home. 72-61. 5 minutes into the third quarter. As Achiuwa's going to go up to Hartenstein, who gives over to Brunson. Brunson across center court, done on him. Brunson dribbling there with the left. Hartenstein comes out to set the pick. Brunson now with it. Cross court to Achiuwa. Achiuwa has it, holds it above his head, guarded by Sexton. Picks up the dribble, gives to Hart. Hart with it, guarded by Markkanen. Step back three, left it short. Jazz come up with the rebound. Down 11 as they push the pace. Sexton, that's stolen again by the Knicks. Hart to Brunson. Brunson lost the dribble, but he's still going to get the layup to go. Knicks go up by 13. They're up by a baker's dozen, 74-61, and Brunson suddenly has 17 points. Here's Sexton up ahead. Knicks with 19 fast break points. They're plus 10 in that category. Sexton swings to the corner for Collins. Jazz get an open look from the elbow for three. Good. 74-64 as they cut it back down to 10. 6 minutes to go here in the third. The Jazz now 10 of 26 from three. The Knicks 7 of 21. Here's Hart. Hart to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo gives to Brunson. Brunson has it on the elbow. Done on him. 20 feet out. Attacks the rim. Double teamed. Cross-court pass. It was batted out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knicks. They'll have 7 on the shot clock. See what Thibodeau draws up here for the Knicks. Knicks look to get it in. Achiuwa has it, gives to Brunson. 5 on the shot clock. Brunson picks up the dribble to Hartenstein. Hartenstein's going to have to put it up. Righty hook, he got the roll. Hartenstein gets it to go. 76-64. Nice little touch there with the righty hook. Isaiah Hartenstein now with a double-double. 10 points and 11 bounds. Collins has it on the elbow. Back up top to Sexton. Sexton guarded by Hart. Righty dribble around the screen. Takes it to the rim. Got it to go with the left hand. 76-66. And they foul Brunson 90 feet from the basket as the Knicks tried to inbound, and Brunson gets thrown to the floor. 5:19 to go. Probably not a smart foul. Brunson might have sold it a little more. And the Knicks will inbound. 5:19 to go here in the third. Brunson's going to bring it up. Brunson picked up by Dunn as he crosses over center court. The Jazz do what they do all game. They double team him 30 feet out. Hartenstein with it. Takes it to the rim. Passes down low to Achiuwa. And the foul. Achiuwa's got, 14, 15 points? 78-66. And a good find there by Hartenstein. So the Jazz have done a pretty good job at taking the ball out of Brunson's hands. But by doing that, it's created opportunities like this. Easy baskets all night for Achiuwa. Bends the knees. Free throw is good. 79-66. Knicks up by a baker's dozen. Dunn's going to bring it up here for Utah. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Dunn across center court gives to Sexton. Sexton lefty dribble gives to Clarkson. Clarkson guarded by Hartenstein. Lefty dribble. Right around the free throw line. Kicks back out to Sexton. Hartenstein on him. Crossover dribble. Takes some contact. To the hoop. Layup. No good off glass. They're going to call a foul as Colin Sexton will shoot two. And Afghanistan says, imagine if Kayvon played basketball for the Knicks. It would be Thibodeau playing under Thibodeau. Oh, they called it on the floor. I thought it was a shooting foul. So the Jazz will inbound. Yeah, the passing has been good, Ray. Jericho Sims will check in here for the Knicks as Hartenstein will take a breather. You say Neighbors or Bowers? I think Bowers is going to go to the Chargers. That's my prediction at 5. Here's Clarkson. Hard on him. Sims comes over to double, gives to Olenek. Back to Clarkson. Clarkson, lefty dribble, no look pass, back up top to Collins for three. No good. Tip is no good. Sims comes up with the rebound. And here's DiVincenzo as the Knicks lead by a baker's dozen. 4:25 to go. He's going to give it to Brunson. Brunson picked up by Dunn. Olenek comes over to double. Brunson, they triple team Brunson on that play, and it left Achua wide open, but he misses the three as the Jazz come down with the rebound. Here's Clarkson. Clarkson to the hoop. Swatted! DiVincenzo has been an animal tonight on the defensive end. And here he is into the front court. Pull up three from the elbow. Left it short. He's going to grab his own rebound, and he throws it off Kelly Olynyk's face as it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knicks. Good hustle tonight from DiVincenzo, man. Nice block. That's what we like to see. As Quentin Grimes will check into the game for the Knicks. DiVincenzo will get a little bit of a break. Oh, no, he's still in the game. I'm sorry. Brunson gets it into Sims. Sims back to Brunson. Brunson will try it in the corner for three. In and out. Collins comes up with the bound, and here come the Jazz up ahead. 3:49 to go here in the third. Knicks with a pretty comfortable lead, but there's never a lead that's comfortable in the NBA. Here's Colin Sexton. Sexton back up top. George has it. George around a Kelly Olynyk screen. Now picked up by Sims on the switch. And he was trying to create some contact. No foul call. Referee swallow the whistle there as Achua comes up with the steal. Knicks have only turned over 3 times in this contest. Here's Brunson. Brunson spinning, winning into the paint. Floater in the lane. No good as it spins out. Sims comes up with the rebound. Achua has it, picks up the dribble, gives out up top for three. Book it! Who is this guy? Dante DiVincenzo. It's been an inferno. Dante's inferno tonight. Knicks up 16. Timeout, Jazz. Let's go. All right, Richard Judge, man. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Dante's Inferno is on fire, Jermaine says. Let's go, baby. Book it. The Big Ragu is on fire. Double D's. Who doesn't like those? Woompack says Celtics and Pacers now tied. As long as the Knicks get a top 3 seed. And Baruch says, man, this team is good. Should have bet the over on. I know. I did bet the over on Devo, Jai. I just included Brunson in the parlay. So I hit on Devo. I ain't going to hit on Brunson, though. The defense has been great. Carl says, I'm officially becoming Italian because Dante, that guy. Is that even possible? Carl, if you go to Italy, I'm sure you could do it, man. They'll allow it. No doubt about it. As Jai says, just kidding. I don't know how betting works, to be honest. I want to start, though. As Ron B says, always hustling. And Bliss Fan says, happy to see fellow Italian Americans balling out. DiVincenzo, I've always loved DiVincenzo when he was with Villanova. He's always had a lot of talent. Obviously, he didn't have a huge role with Golden State. And now they're asking him to do more now with all the injuries. But DiVincenzo's a good player, man. He's playing great defense tonight. Womback says Celtics were up 20. They probably still win, but are showing cracks in the armor. Hey, give me a chance. Get me to the Eastern Conference Finals and give me a chance. That's all I want. Give me a shot. And Roger says the play-by-play has also been inferno. Great job. I appreciate it, man. Jermaine says, I am proud looking at the great Knicks basketball. The NBA is better when the Knicks is good. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even care about I'll watch the finals and stuff, but if the Knicks aren't good, NBA doesn't really draw my interest. When the Knicks are good, I can't take my eyes off the screen. As Jack says, Chris Brunson got robber. Should have gotten the starting job of course. Brunson's a superstar. It's a joke. Carl says, Tatum, we got to bag Bridges to complete. I'm with you, man. Get those 4 dudes, man. I'm in. Is that Othello Harrington? I think it is. Othello Harrington. There's an old-time Nick. He was okay. As the Jazz down 16. Here's Olenek, guarded by Brunson. A little lefty elbow as he takes it to the tin. And there's a charge. Nobody in the league better at that than Jaylen Brunson. 82-66 turnover for the Jazz. The Knicks starting to open up this lead. What did I think about the in-season tournament? It was fun. I'll tell you the one thing. I'll tell you the one thing that I didn't love about the in-season tournament in a minute. And maybe they're going to work on this. I know that they said that they were thinking about, putting some tweaks into it next year. I don't like that the Knicks had to play like this, and there was a technical foul. I guess it was a defensive 3 seconds as Brunson will shoot the free throw. Bends the knees, and the free throw is good. I don't like that the Knicks had to play an extra game. I think they ended up having to play an extra game against the Bucks. Maybe it was, or the Celtics. I can't remember, because of the fact that they advanced in the tournament and then they lost or something along those lines. I didn't like that. That's not fair. You end up having to play the Bucks an extra game on your schedule. So that's one thing. Brunson's going to give to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo back up top to Brunson. Brunson for three. Book it! Jaylen Brunson wants me to hit my bet. 86-66. The Knicks up 20. Probably not going to happen because he's probably going to sit the fourth quarter the way this is going. But the Knicks are opening this game up. They're on cruise control. And another offensive foul. Dante DiVincenzo has been a dog on defense. Here's DiVincenzo to Achua. Achua's going to give to Brunson. Brunson on the elbow, between the legs, dribbles, shaking and baking. 14 on the shot clock. Faces him up for three. No good, too strong. And Achua fights for the rebound. It goes out to DiVincenzo for three. Book it! Holy moly! 89-66. Somebody break out the spaghetti. The Stallion is gone for 27. 89-66, minute 54 to go here in the third. Knicks up 23. Here's George. George lefty dribble, alley-oop. No good, too strong as DiVincenzo comes up with the rebound. Minute 44 to go here in the third. DiVincenzo gives to Grimes. Grimes guarded closely, dribbling there with the left. Spins to the right. They're going to call an offense. No, yes, an offensive foul on Sit. I'm waiting for the call. It might be on the Jazz, actually. They are going to call it on the Jazz. And the Knicks will inbound. Actually, Grimes will go to the line. They're over the limit. Bends the knees. First free throw is good. Knicks up 24, 90-66. Knicks without Randle. Knicks without Anunoby. Second free throw is good. 91-66. They're up 25. And this has been the difference in the game. The Knicks went on an 11-0 run earlier. Now they're on a 15-0 run. They had like a 9-0 run in the first half. I mean, they've just blown them out with 3 runs. Here's Brunson. Brunson up ahead to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo back to Brunson. Brunson swings to Grimes. Grimes to the hoop. Nearly swatted away. Off glass, no good. They're going to call an offensive foul this time on the Knicks. Minute 15 to go here in the third. They're going to call it on Achua for a push-off. So it'll go over to the Jazz. And McBride will check in here for the Knicks. Minute 15 to go. Third quarter. Brunson will take a seat. You figure there's a good chance that might be his last minutes of the game with the lead the Knicks have. They're on cruise control. But knowing Tom Thibodeau, I expect Jaylen Brunson and Josh Hart and all the starters to play 11 minutes and 30 seconds in the fourth quarter. You don't like the rest of the starters. Here's the Jazz into the front court. Here's George, guarded there by Grimes. Minute 09 to go here in the third. George, guarded by Hart. He's going to give to Markkanen. Markkanen backs down. Grimes spins to the left. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Minute 03 to go. Crispy says Knicks get one more piece. I agree. I think they need one more piece, but I agree. They're a dangerous team right now, man. And thank you, Chris. And they called technical foul on the Knicks as Markkanen will shoot the free throw, and it's good. 91-67. Minute 03 to go here in the third. It's early, Drizzy. It's I think I want to say February 8th. It's in February. Righty dribble to the hoop. Sims comes over to help, and it's blocked away by Hart. But Kessler will come back up with it. He gets the layup to go. Knicks up 22, 91-69. As McBride will bring it across center court. McBride with it. Cross court pass to Hart. Hart has it. Gives to DiVincenzo. Clarkson on him. DiVincenzo faces him up. Between the legs dribble. Picks it up. Guarded by Olenek. Cross court pass to McBride. McBride works the baseline. Fadeaway jumper. No good off the back rim. Markkanen skies for the rebound as Kessler comes up with it. Jazz have it. Down 22. Clarkson in the lane. Tries to get a 2-for-1. And he won't. But he does get it to go. 91-71. The Knicks will be able to hold for the last shot. 22.5 to go. They'll inbound. And you figure they'll let the clock trickle down to about 6 seconds. And they'll take it to the rack. Hart has it. We're down to 10. Down to 9. Down to 7. He makes his move. Floater in the lane. Good. He takes the easy basket. Leaves some time on the clock for the Jazz. 5 seconds to go. George with it up ahead. Down to 2. George to the hoop. Off glass is good. Good shot there at the end of the quarter as the Knicks lead by 20 as we head to the fourth. 93-73. This proves my theory. The Knicks are better without Randle. I don't know about all that. But they're playing well. Randle's still important to this team. The trade I make is Grimes and Fournier and Sims for DeRozan. I think it would take more than that. I think you'd have to give up some picks. What's up, LA Sports? As we head to the fourth quarter. Man, this Knicks team is like a runaway freight train, dude. Like, it don't matter right now. I was worried. I'm going to be honest. I'm like, this is my first game all year. Knicks have been on a run. Is everybody going to blame me if they lose? No OG Anunoby again, back-to-back. I'm like, I don't know, but doesn't matter. This team just rolls, man. What's up, Colby, man? Thanks for popping in. Lots of buzz around my Raptors making another trade with your Knicks for Bruce Brown. We'll see, sports. What's up, Colby? Good to see you, man. Marquette edges Nova. They suck with St. John swept Nova this year. Actually, the first time since 1993, St. John's won in Villanova this year. Nova's not the same, like you said, since Jay Wright's left that program. One of the greatest coaches in college basketball history. Got his beginnings at Hofstra, 15 minutes from where I grew up. Carl Jean says, got to be feeling good, little bro. You just came back, and we're dominating. Let's go, man. No, I won't be streaming the Super Bowl, Colby. Won't be streaming the Super Bowl. Bright says Brown got to Toronto and asked to be traded to the Knicks. We'll see. Chris, the Knicks are on a different tier now. I agree, Jai. The Knicks are legitimate. Then I'm not gonna go there yet, Jai. I'm not gonna go there yet. I was about to say something I shouldn't have said. I'm gonna say it anyway. The Knicks are approaching that level of those 90s Knicks teams for me. They're not there yet. But they're approaching that level. They're approaching it. I'm not going to go there yet. But they're good. They're really good. Knicks have it. Here's Grimes. Grimes gives to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo guarded by Clarkson. Between the legs dribble. Crossover. double teamed, works the baseline, back up top, and Hart nearly lost it. He gives to Grimes. Grimes has it, guarded by Markkanen. Step back three, no good off the side rim. And the Knicks will fight for the rebound, out of bounds off McBride. $11:34 to go here in the fourth. Jazz will bring it across center court. Here's George with it. George going to give to Clarkson. Clarkson guarded by Hart. Lefty dribble. Takes it to the rack. Little pump fake. Kicks to the corner for Markkanen for three. No good. Rebound DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo up ahead. Knicks up 20. Gives to Hart. Hart back to DiVincenzo for three. Book it. This guy can't miss. 96-73. The Knicks up by a Jordan. George has it. Gives to Markkanen. Markkanen guarded by Hart. He's going to back him down. Sims comes over to double. Batted in the air by DiVincenzo. Markkanen was able to get it back. And the Jazz get it to go. 96-75. Here's Hart across center court. 10:45 to go here in the fourth. And a floater in the lane. No good off the backboard. Hart comes up with the rebound out to Grimes for three. Book it! 99-75. The Knicks up 24 on the Utah Jazz. Olenek has it. Olenek holds it above his head, gives to Clarkson. Hard on him. Back to the basket. He's going to face him up. Lefty dribble. Backs him down. Out. Dude. DiVincenzo, every time, he's tipping every ball. DiVincenzo tips that one. It goes off Markkanen's hand. It'll go over to the Knicks. Doesn't count as a steal. Might as well count as one. 10:18 to go. Knicks up 24 with the ball. Hart's going to bring it across the timeline. Hart with 8.7 rebounds and 7 assists, working on a potential triple-double. And that could have been his 8th assist, but Cody Kessler was able to come over to swat DiVincenzo's layup attempt as the Jazz kick it to the front court. Clarkson has it on the elbow. 9:58 to go. Knicks up 24 as Clarkson's fouled on the floor. Up a Tino. Yeah, they are up by a Tino. Up by a Kobe. Or Kobe part 2. I still remember Kobe as number 8. What do you guys in the chat, when you think Kobe, do you think 8 or do you think 24? I still remember number 8. I think that's how I remember him. Olenek has it. Olenek guarded by Grimes. He's going to give to Markkanen. And Markkanen's fouled on the floor. 9:52 to go here in the fourth. As a Chul check back in. We got some 8s. We got some 24s. We're split. And an easy layup there for the Jazz out of the break. 99-77. 9:45 to go. And the Knicks will take a timeout. Tom Thibodeau yelling. Knicks up 22 points, but they give up an easy layup. Tom Thibodeau yelling. He's got his hands in the air, screaming like a lunatic. I think he just called for Brunson to come back into the game. He didn't like that. Let's see. 8 Armor, the video game, Kobe's courtside. What's up, Secret Underdog, man? Thanks for popping in. You want to Dante? What was the? I don't even know. What do you mean? Is all-time scoring the most points? I don't even know. What is it? Dante tonight has 30 points on 8 of 13 shooting, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He had 5 steals before. They took one away from him. 4 steals and a block. He's plus 27. He's been a beast. Appreciate it, Jermaine, man. Thanks for being here, man. God, this team is amazing. Screw Stephen A. Smith, the Candace Parker. Yeah. Dante has to be the biggest steal in free. I love the move when they made it. Yeah, he's up there for sure. This Knicks front office has been hitting, man. Most threes in a game by Nick. Oh, okay. He got a shot. I mean, if the record's Fournier with 10, he's got a shot then. Where does Brunson rank on the all-time New York sports free agent signings? I mean, it's too early because he's only been a Knick now for what, 2 years, I think, right? So it's too early to say, but what I will say is if this keeps up, Jaylen Brunson has the potential not just to be the greatest Knick free agent signing of all time, he has the potential to be one of the greatest free agent signings, period, in New York sports history. I mean, there's obviously Reggie Jackson's one you think of in baseball. He was huge for the New York Yankees. I mean, there's so many others. There's so many players that Yankees brought in via free agency. But, I mean, Jaylen Brunson has just turned this organization around. DiVincenzo's career high is 38. Okay. 99-77, and DiVincenzo's going to take a breather. 8 of 13 from 3, 10 of 20 from the field, 30 points, 4 steals. And the Knicks will inbound. Here's Brunson with it. Brunson back to the basket. Righty dribble to the hoop. Layup off glass, no good. As Kessler comes down with the rebound, he's going to give to Olenek. 9:32 to go. Olenek cross-court pass. They'll try a three. Good. And the Jazz cut it to 19. Still a lot of breathing room here for the Knicks, but it'd be nice to get a basket here. Calm them down a little bit. Here's Brunson. Brunson gives to Hart. Hart to Grimes. Grimes on the elbow, guarded by Clarkson. Gives to Hartenstein. Hartenstein gives to Brunson with a behind-the-back dribble. In the lane, floater, good. Brunson now, I think he's got 23, 101-80, 9 minutes to go here in the fourth. 11 more points, Brunson, and you make Chris a happy man. Jazz have it across center court. Knicks lead by 21. Kessler with it. Kessler gives for 3. No good off the front rim. Long rebound. Grimes has it. Gives to Brunson. Brunson tries to attack the front court. Behind the back dribble. He's got to back him down. Single coverage. We'll see if he takes advantage of it. Now he's doubled. In the lane. Floater. Got the roll. 103-80. Knicks by a Jordan. 8:30 to go. Here's Clarkson. Clarkson picked up by Grimes. 8:26 to go. Gives to George. George with it. Lefty dribble around a Kessler screen. He's going to give to Clarkson. Grimes on him. Lefty dribble to the hoop. Takes some contact. Gets it to go. No foul call. 103-82. Knicks by 21. Here's Brunson into the front court. Brunson to Grimes. Grimes will try it for 3. No good off the front rim. Markkanen will get the rebound after a little bit of a fumble. Toasty going to get to you in 1 second, my man. Here's Clarkson for 3. Air ball. It'll be Knicks ball. Toasty says, Chris, Brunson won in high school, college, and the pros. Coming soon, we mocked the Randle signing, the Brunson signing, and the Anunoby trade. We aren't the GM. I actually liked the Brunson signing. I wouldn't say that I loved it, but I did not, and I'm not playing, Monday morning GM. People were way too reactionary with the Brunson signing because when you looked at it, when they paid him, we'll talk about that in a second. Here's Brunson into the front court, dribbling with the left. Backing him down, fadeaway jumper, 10 feet out. It's good. 105-82. But yeah, obviously the Anunoby trade people didn't love because quickly fan favorite, really good Knick. Barrett, of course. Brunson now has 27 points. But yeah, obviously a lot of Knicks fans didn't like any of those moves. You're right. Lefty dribble, takes the contact, and the Jazz will be shooting 2 as they look to cut this to 21. But when they signed Brunson, one, it wasn't nearly as bad as people made it out to be. Because he was like the 14th highest paid point guard when the Knicks signed him that year, if I'm not mistaken, or right around there. I think he was outside of the top 10. And he was coming off a year where you clearly saw in those playoffs when Luka was hurt that he was a really good player. Did I think he was going to be this good? No. But I thought people overreacted to that signing initially. I liked the signing. The Julius Randle signing, it was kind of a whatever move. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. It was just like a whatever. And yeah, a lot of people did not like that trade. You're right about that. Knicks up 105-84, 7:19 to go here in the fourth. Brunson, cross-court pass. He's going to give down low to Hartenstein. Hartenstein splits the defenders, and he throws it down with 2 hands. 107-84. And Clarkson has it. Knicks up 23. Olenek holds it above his head as he's guarded by Hartenstein. Hands to Clarkson. Clarkson double team, nearly stolen, gets it back, kicks to the corner. Good ball movement here by the Jazz, but it's stolen away. Grimes comes up with it. Another turnover by the Jazz. Grimes into the front court, guarded by Clarkson. 15 turnovers now for the Jazz. Knicks still only with 3 turnovers all game. Here's Brunson. Brunson has it on a string to the hoop. Had it blocked as the Jazz come up with it. 6:29 to go. Jazz in transition, down 23. They'll get an easy fast break layup. And back to 21. 6:22 to go. Knicks pretty much on cruise control here. And here's Hart. Hart gives to Achua, kicks to Grimes in the corner. Grimes works around a Brunson screen, cross-court pass to Hart. Hart thought about it, thinks twice. Now he takes it to the rim. Gets it to go. Got the roll. 109-86. Knicks go back up by 23. And here's George into the front court for the Jazz. Gives to Kelly Olynyk. And he'll try a 3 from the elbow. It's short. Hart grabs the rebound. And he'll push it up ahead. Knicks have numbers. He'll slow it down. Gives to Brunson. 15 on the clock. Brunson has George on him, on the elbow. He's thinking about it. Now he's going to take it to the rack. Cross-court pass to Achua. Back out to Grimes. 7 on the clock. They're going to have to do something. Grimes splits the defenders. Lefty layup off glass. Didn't get it to go. Rims out. And Clarkson's got it here on the outlet pass as the Jazz up ahead. Clarkson takes it to the paint. Little push-off. Got away with it. And he gets the layup to go. 109-88. How many points does Brunson have? At this point, I just want to hit my bet because I know we won. How many points does Brunson have? Brunson has 27. I need 7 points from Brunson. Probably not going to happen. Brunson gives to Sims. Sims gives to Grimes, kicks to Achua. Achua back to the basket. He's going to back down Olynyk. Lefty hook, no good. Jazz come up with the rebound. 4:46 to go. Lefty layup to the hoop. Off glass is good. 109-90. 19-point game. 4:39 to go. And it looks like the Knicks are going to call a timeout. 4:33 to go here in the fourth. I know. He should give Brunson some rest. There's only 4 minutes left. You're up 19. But you know Tibbs. He's not gonna. Let's see. I didn't realize. I mean, I think when they initially signed him, he was like 15th. I didn't know he was 20. I mean, of course, there's new contracts every year. So I guess that makes sense. It kind of got pushed back to where it is now. Brunson's going to be paid whatever the max is, whenever his contract's up. But yeah, I didn't react the same way a lot of Knicks fans did when that move went down. I'll be honest. When the Achua trade went down, I didn't flip, but I was kind of like, because I liked Quickly, and I always rooted for Barrett. So it always stings a little bit when you see your homegrown talent go. But obviously that trade looks like it's working out in a big way. But I didn't hate the Brunson trade like a lot of Knicks fans did. But I think that was more media driven than anything else. Let's see. And people wonder why I call Tibbs the Tin Man. You have called him the Tin Man since you've been a subscriber of my channel. I like the Brunson side and winner. I mean, I believe you, Bliss fan. The Knicks have definitely changed their strategy fast, right? They went from a team. I think Brunson completely changed the thought process of the Knicks. Like they kind of went from a team that you felt like was, trying to accumulate draft picks, trying to build through the draft, trying to do it the right way. And then suddenly you get Jaylen Brunson and it just accelerated the process. Now all of a sudden you're a team you're going to try to start trading away those draft picks, or at least that should be the plan at this point to try to win now. It's crazy what one player could do, but that's what happened. Dante DiVincenzo has attempted 13 three-pointers tonight, 15 last night. Who holds the Knicks record for most three-point attempts in a game? I'm going to go with John Starks. It was J.R. Smith, 22 attempts. I will say it to the day I die. J.R. Smith is to me, one of the biggest disappointments in terms of an overall NBA career. He was still a really good player, but you want to talk about a guy. DiVincenzo in the corner for three. Book it. 112-90. Knicks by 22. You want to talk about a guy who had, in my opinion, the capabilities of being, I'm not saying on a LeBron level, but really upper echelon type player. He did. And I feel like he did not come close to reaching his potential as an NBA player. Knicks come down with the rebound. 112-90. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. Here's Hart with it into the front court. On the elbow. Cross court pass to Brunson. Brunson swings to DiVincenzo for three. No good off the front rim. Jazz come down with it. 3:48 to go. Knicks by 22. High dribble by Sexton. Looked like a carry. Lefty dribble, double team. Swatted away, but they're going to call a foul. And why is Brunson still in the game? Why is Brunson still in the game? He's holding his face now. He's okay, but can we take him out of the game now, please? I mean, seriously, Tibbs, can we take him out of the game? It's 3:42 to go. You're up by 22 points. Like, can we take him out of the game? Like, what are we doing? And the first free throw is good. He's leaving him in the game. 112-91. Showing Taj Gibson on the screen as the Knicks fans welcome him back. Second free throw is good for the Jazz. Knicks will inbound. 3:39 to go here in the fourth. Brunson will bring it up. Here's Brunson. Brunson guarded closely. He's got to back his man down. Double team, gives to Hart, gives to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo back to Hart. Hart around the screen, into the paint, double teamed. And Hartenstein's fouled as he was going up for the layup. He'll shoot two. You're up 20 points with 3 minutes to go. Can we rest the starters, please? We want Taj chance in the chat. Knicks will inbound. Hartenstein has it. They'll give to Brunson. 10 on the shot clock. Brunson looking for the dagger. Brunson, lefty dribble in the lane. Floater did not get the roll as Collins comes up with the rebound. Collins Sexton with it up ahead. Jazz trail by 20 with 3 minutes to go. They'll try a three. That'll cut it to 17. 2:58 to go. 112-95. Brunson has it across center court. Brunson with it. Double teamed. 8 feet out as he backs his man down in the paint. Floater in and out. Jazz come up with the rebound. 2:40 to go. Between the legs dribble. Sexton with it up ahead. Guarded by Hart. Lefty dribble. Kicks to the corner. Collins has it back to Sexton. Hartenstein on him on the switch. 9 on the shot clock. Sexton with it. Cross-court pass. They'll try a contested three. It was blocked. Knicks come up with the rebound. Hart has it. Hart racing. Spacing up ahead to Achua. It's stolen away. Collins comes up with it. Jazz down 17 with the ball. Running, gunning to the hoop. Got away with a travel as they hit him in the corner for three. No good. He back rimmed it. Collins grabs the rebound. Jazz will get another chance. Collins back up top to the hoop. And they throw it down. I think that was George with the stuff. Minute 56 to go. It's a 15-point game. As the Knicks will look to burn 24 seconds here. You got to figure the clock's their friend. And Brunson lets it tick down here to 12 on the shot clock as now he's going to try to take him to the rack. Floater in the lane. Good. Gets it to go. Knicks go back up by 17. 114-97. Brunson with 29. Sexton with it. Sexton gives to Collins. Collins and the foul. 114-99. 15-point game. I'm not even going to post that on the screen, Bricks Nation. That's made me laugh, though. 114-99. Bends the knees. Free throw is no good by Collins as Achua comes up with the rebound. Achua up ahead. Gives to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo. What do they call an over and back? I need 5 more points, Jai. It's not happening. Well, maybe. Maybe you get some cheap free throws at the end of the game if the Jazz cut it to like 8. Here's Sexton. Sexton guarded by Hart. Crossover dribble to the hoop. Little up and under scoop to Collins. Gets the layup to go. It's a 13-point game. These are still garbage time points, though. I mean, we're at a minute now, and Nick's still well in command here as Brunson has it. If he hits a 3, I'll actually be somewhat intrigued because then I would need 2 more points from Brunson. Here's Brunson with it. Brunson, between the legs dribble, takes it to the rack. Floater, no good. Hartenstein gets it to go. So, not going to win that bet, but it was fun. Almost did. 116-101. Sexton going to bring it up ahead as he lets the ball roll all the way up to about 30 feet to try to conserve some clock as he takes it to the rack. No good. Hart comes up with the rebound. 43 seconds to go, and the Knicks should be able to milk some clock. Instead, they'll throw an alley-oop to Achua, and he throws it down. The Knicks go up 17. 118-101. 36 seconds to go. I would hate to be a player that is on the bench for Tom Thibodeau. Especially like those deep bench guys, the 9th, 10th, 11th guy in the rotation. Even when the team's up 21 points with 3 minutes to go, you can't see the floor. And Josh Hart had a triple-double, by the way. 10 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. What's up, Slurpee man? Thanks for popping in. And the free throw is good. No, Carl, I think it was a joke. Definitely dark humor, but I think it was a joke. As Brunson's going to go to the bench for the Knicks. And Wumpback says, I'm fine running plays for Achua, just don't have the starters run. Taj Gibson comes into the game for the Knicks. He's gonna get a play. And DiVincenzo will take a breather. He gets the last 29 seconds off. I did call it, Bliss fan. Free throw is good. 30 seconds. I was off by 0.2 of a second. It was 29.8. As McBride's going to bring it up here for the Knicks. Cross-court pass to Sims. Knicks should just let the clock tick down. Give it to Taj. Why not? McBride with it. McBride swings. Cross-court pass. And they're going to try to get it to Taj. It'll go out of bounds. It'll go over to the Jazz. And the Jazz are just going to let the clock tick down. That'll do it. 118-103. The Knicks win by 15 here against the Jazz. I'm happy. First game back calling the Knicks games. They win. I haven't looked at the schedule. I definitely ran out of gas a little bit in the second half because I'm not used to calling these games. First half, I definitely would. I need to pace myself better next game, but Knicks just coast to a win, man. Knicks look great. Carl says, what a big win without 3 of our starters. Thanks to the Tainer for coming back home. Will we get a post-game show? I got work tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys for a bit, but I'll definitely be live. Let me look at the Knicks schedule real quick. I'll tell you the next game I'll be live. Because I know I'm going to be on Patricia Trainer's channel on Friday. So if the Knicks play Friday, I can't do that. Let me look. The Knicks play Thursday. I can't do Thursday. I will. All right. I'll let the chat decide. What game would you rather me do? Saturday versus the Lakers. Saturday night, though. I think I'd rather do the Tuesday game. Tuesday versus Memphis. Maybe I'll do the Saturday game versus the Lakers. We'll see. It's a little late. It's 8:30. I'll either do the Lakers game or the Memphis game. I'll either Saturday or Tuesday. Maybe I'll do the Lakers game. We'll see. I can't do the Thursday game against the Pacers, so I might do the Lakers game. But I'm definitely leaning I'll do the Tuesday game against Memphis. And then after that, you got Thursday, Dallas. I'll either do the Thursday or the Friday game. The Thursday or the Saturday game. Dallas or Indiana. I'll pick and choose. But I'm going to try to do like 2 games a week. So we'll pick and choose down the stretch. But it was fun, man. It was fun to come back on here. Of course, I want to do a giant live stream here and there as well. Not that there's much to talk about right now, but we'll do a giant live stream here and there as well along the way. What's up, Drizzy Dre? We got to get the Lakers so we could give Smoke the Bad Dog. That would be lit. Maybe. I think we'll see. Maybe I'll do Saturday. I don't want to guarantee that. I will guarantee I will do the Tuesday game. That's for sure against Memphis. And Jermaine says, good game. Sorry, Tatum for Brunson not hitting those points for you. No, it was just, listen, it's just fun. It was fun. That's my sponsor, man. So it's just to promote the channel, show you guys how to use the app. It's fun. What did I put down? $10, whatever it was. Yeah, Brunson came up. I think it was 3 points short, 4 points short, whatever it was. Let's see. We got to wait a whole week. Well, no, today is Tuesday. You're right. Maybe I'll do Saturday. I don't know. I know I can't do the Thursday game because I'm going to be on another guy's Giants channel on Thursday. I promised him I would pop on. He's got a smaller channel, but I promised him I would pop on. And then Friday I'm going to be on with Patricia. I don't know what my weekend's going to look like. It's why I don't want to commit to the Saturday game, but the Tuesday game for sure against Memphis. Let's see. When's your first mock draft? Welvin, I usually do my first mock draft a week after the Super Bowl. So that's probably when I'll do my first mock draft. It'll be a week or 2 after the Super Bowl. It'll be a first round mock draft, like for every team in the league. Then I'll probably do a Giants specific mock draft, maybe a week or 2 after that, where I do, every round. And then obviously you wait until after the combine, you do another mock draft, and then you wait until after free agency, and then you kind of do your final mock draft. Come on, Chris, we need you Saturday. Let's ruin Bad Dog's weekend. We'll see, maybe. I mean, Bad Dog's a Knicks fan. He just calls Lakers games, so I think he'd be happy. The thing, Carl, that people are asking when I do a joint. First off, doing a joint basketball stream is kind of hard. But the other thing is, Bad Dog's Laker audience would hate me because he's on there. I'm sure I haven't watched him call a Laker Knick game, but I'm sure he calls it neutral. I am not doing that. So they would hate me. Welvin says, $2 says your pick at 6 is Neighbors. You're right. Initially, that's going to be my first mock draft. He's going to be the pick. That may change along the way as it goes, but right now, that's where I'm at. I'll tell you my first 6 picks right now, Welvin, and maybe this will change in 2 weeks, but I don't think so. The quarterback's first 3 picks, right? Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels. 4th pick, I think it'll be MHJ. And the 5th pick, I have Bowers. I think the Chargers are going to go Bowers. They're going to get another weapon, a tight end. They already have a plethora of wide receivers. And I think the Giants end up with Neighbors. That's my first 6 right now, if I was doing a mock draft today. Do you think the Knicks are the best run organization in New York? Right now, yeah, I do. Right now, I do. I think, which is crazy to say, but yes, I don't even think it's close. The Mets, even though they have a rich owner, have not the last few years have not made good decisions. The Yankees, I don't think they've lived up to their name in recent history. The Giants, still a complete unknown with their front office. Obviously, they inherited a mess. A lot of people like Douglas, the Jets GM, but he hasn't put it all together. He's made some good picks here and there. He's made a lot of good picks, but he hasn't built a complete team. And he, of course, missed on a quarterback pick. Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about hockey. I know the Rangers are good, but yeah, I think right now the Knicks are as well run as they've been since I've been watching the basketball team. Peraza says being a bench player under Tibbs must be one of the most relaxing. It's like being a backup quarterback. You hold the clipboard. Glad you're back calling Knicks games. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, A-Train. I appreciate you for swinging in. Like I said, either Saturday or for sure Tuesday. I'm committing to that now. I will be calling the game on Tuesday. We'll see about Saturday. That's kind of 50-50. But I'll definitely have some Giants content up along the way. Matter of fact, I'll probably do. I already know 2 Giants videos I'm going to do. Like, I know I'm going to make a video after we get our defensive coordinator. That'll be a video, and which is going to be soon. I think that'll be within a day or 2. And then, you know, there's going to be, you're going to have the Saquon Barkley rumors. That's coming up now. They're talking to the representatives. I'm sure that I'll mix that in a video. They're at the Senior Bowl, so maybe there'll be some interesting tidbits to come out of there. So there'll definitely be some Giants content coming up here. I'm excited to talk about the Giants this offseason. And I'm excited to start calling Knicks games, especially as the playoffs get underway. Chris, back with the Knicks streams. No way. Let's go. What's up, Anthony? Man, thanks for popping in. I think the same first 6, but the Chargers at 5 could take Joe Alt or Neighbors too. I'm going to tell you what, Welvin. What does the chat think about this? And I know, like, everybody is so against tackle. What does the chat think about? What does the chat think about the idea of the Giants drafting Joe Alt? You know I wouldn't hate it. I love 300-pound men. And I don't think it's going to happen based off of the things that Joe Shane has said. But I wouldn't be upset about it. I wouldn't be upset about it. Our offensive line is a mess. I don't care that we took Evan Neal in the first round 2 years ago. If Joe Alt's that good, I would not be upset if they did it. Shevsky says, if Daniels isn't available, I'm fine with Joel. Yeah. And James says, would mean they're yeah, of course, if they made that pick. Jai says we got to see Neal under a new coach. So you're of the mindset of give Neal another year at the right tackle. And I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's what Shane's gonna do. Do you think the Knicks could make it to the Eastern Conference Finals? I do. I think a lot of that, Tiny, is going to depend on whether or not they could stay in the 2-3 seed. Because if they get the 4, you're looking at a trip against Boston in round 2, more than likely. So if they get in the 2-3, yeah, I absolutely think they stand a chance. I mean, Milwaukee's tough, and we don't match up great with them. But I do think we could beat Milwaukee in a 7-game series, especially if we add another piece. So, yes, I definitely think the Eastern Conference Finals is in play for the New York Knicks. Can you do a video going over the players in the draft in the different position groups just for the first 2 to 3 rounds? I'm sure I'll do a video like that. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to dedicate myself to doing. Right now, it's still kind of slim pickings with videos because, it's still really early in the offseason. But as like the combine heats up and everything, I'm going to have a ton of videos up for you guys this offseason. I'm going to dedicate myself to the Giants this offseason. And probably starting in early March, I'll probably do a weekly live stream. Where maybe I'll do like one mock draft with you guys and just hang out and talk about the topics from around the league. Think they go win a championship this year. The Knicks, if they get one more piece, I agree that it's at least a possibility. Zany says, Chris, as a Giants fan, I'm always screaming for the season to end already, just to beg for it to start all over again. Thanks for getting us through it's tough, man, but I appreciate it. Anthony says, I hate to say it, but we aren't getting a quarterback, so I'll take Alt. I think more and more Giants fans are coming to the realization that we're not. I mean, we may be drafting a quarterback, but I don't think we're taking one in the first round, at least early first round. And I think more and more Giants fans are coming to that realization. And it is what it is. The way I look at it is this, Anthony, and I know like a lot of Giants fans don't want to hear this, and I understand it because let's be honest, at this point, Daniel Jones, if you're being real, probably doesn't represent hope in terms of winning a Super Bowl. You look at the teams around the league, they all have elite quarterbacks for the most part, outside of a team like the 49ers, but it's so hard to build a team like that, or the Eagles. So I understand completely why fans want to take a quarterback. But if you're Joe Shane, you pick at 6th. We see all the holes this team has on the roster. You're financially obligated to pay Jones based off of the contract that you gave him. You can't get out of it. If I was Shane, I wouldn't draft the quarterback this year unless I could trade up to get one. That's a different discussion. But if I can't trade up, I wouldn't take a quarterback. I would use this year to continue to build the roster. And I know we've been saying that for 4 or 5 years, but that's what I would do. I would get the wide receiver or the tackle or whatever. I would continue to build the roster. And that's what I think is going to happen. Because I think Shane's going to say, okay, I'm picking 6th. Probably can't trade up. I'm paying Jones a lot of money. He only got 5 games last year for the most part because he got hurt mid-game. He played basically every game without Andrew Thomas. He played 3 elite defenses. That's what's going to go through his head. He's going to be like, I could at least use him as a bridge for one more year as I continue to build this team. That's what I think is going to happen. And I think we're going to sign a really good backup. And if Jones struggles, he's not going to last more than 3 or 4 games. If he's bad to start the year, he'll get replaced. But that's where I'm at right now. That's what I think is going to happen. Let's see. Did you see the rumors of the Broncos moving to the top 3 for a quarterback? Thoughts? I did not. But you're going to hear a lot of those rumors right now. What do I think is causing the Heat to lose so much? The Heat are just one of those teams, man. And again, I don't follow them closely enough, but they're just one of those teams that I feel they don't care what seed they get. They're just like, they're a veteran team that, in my opinion, have the best coach in the NBA. Like, he's incredible. And they're just like, we're going to save our bullets for the postseason. That's just the way the Heat are. So I don't know what their record is, but I just feel like that's the way the Heat are. Like, they'll coast, they'll probably get a 6 seed, and they'll be a tough out in the first round of the playoffs. Lumpback says, jealous of the Chiefs. They have Mahomes, but also Spags, who will never leave to be a head coach. I mean, he might if he got an opportunity, but I don't know if he'll get another opportunity. Spags never really got how many years did he get with the Rams? What did he get, like 2 years, a year and a half? He didn't get much of an opportunity with the Rams. Daniel Jones is a tired narrative to sell the fans and honestly just not good. A quarterback saves the coach and GM job for a couple of years. It does it? I don't know. I mean, the GM, yes. I don't know if it saves the coach. Not if the quarterback's playing poorly year one. Paul says, stand up. What's up, Chris and everyone? It is your buddy, the car. Good to see you, man. I watched the DJ reaction video for old time's sake. Recommend all Giants fans for some therapy. Hopefully I never react that way again. I don't think I ever will. That was bad. Was not happy with that pick. But, I'm always going to root for my guys. That's why I supported DJ after the fact. And I'm going to continue to support him as long as he's the Giants' starting quarterback. What do you think is causing? I already read that. If DJ struggles and we put in a good backup, Dable is probably gone. Not necessarily. No. If the Giants win like 7 games next year, I think Dable's fine. But if they bomb and win like 4 or 5 games, Dable could absolutely be fired. It's absolutely possible. Let's see. Josh Allen, the gold jacket. I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Jaguars are going to sign Josh Allen, whether it be a tag or whatever. But I would love it if we could somehow get Josh Allen. Gangrene David, what's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy. It's a hell of a win. Don't know how the Knicks are doing it, but they're doing it. They still should make a trade now because playing their guys nearly 40 minutes. Here's the thing, Gangrene David, and I agree with you. It makes sense. I mean, the trade deadline's coming up anyway, but especially with the injuries, why not make the trade as soon as you can? But I'm sure, like, the trade market will formulate, as it gets closer to the deadline. But here's the thing, Gangrene David. It doesn't matter if we make a trade or not. Tom Thibodeau is going to play these guys 40 minutes no matter what. That's just Tom Thibodeau. It's infuriating sometimes because you're watching the game and the team's up, whatever they were up tonight, like 24 points or whatever, with like 4 minutes to go, and you're like, take them out of the game. That's just who he is. I don't think he's going to change if we had a piece. Toasty says, quick movie question. Ooh. Oh, this is tough. I'm going to give you a hot take, Toasty, and the chat's not going to like it. The chat's going to hate it. He says, quick movie question. What is the best acting performance of all time? Me, it's either Daniel Day-Lewis as Lincoln or Heath Ledger as the Dark Knight. First off, Daniel Day-Lewis is, in my opinion, the best method actor ever. At least since I've been watching movies. He doesn't make a lot of movies, but when he does, he's awesome. Here's my hot take, and you're not going to like it. And Heath Ledger was phenomenal. Okay, he won Best Actor, deservedly so. He was great. He stole that movie. Hot take. And it was a completely different Joker. I think Phoenix, his acting in the new Joker was equally as impressive. It was just a completely different type of Joker. I know that's a hot take. And I know Heath Ledger's Joker is like everybody's favorite performance of all time. I think Phoenix was awesome in the other rendition of the Joker. I thought it was equally as impressive. Al Pacino at Scarface, really good. Really good. I'm gonna tell you this, Muted Growl. Christoph Waltz in Inglourious Bastards. When I watched that movie, I had no idea who Christoph Waltz was. Okay, since then, of course, he was in Django Unchained. He's been in other movies as well. I had no idea who Christoph Waltz was. And as soon as I finished watching that movie, I think it was like the first movie I ever saw him in. I was like, that guy's like my new favorite actor. like his performance in that movie was insane. And I'll tell you this right now. The hot take, maybe it's not a hot take. Here's a take of mine. The opening scene to Inglourious Bastards is the greatest opening scene in any movie I've ever seen. The opening scene to Inglourious Bastards is like the best opening scene I've ever seen in a movie. I was like, oh my God. After I saw that opening scene, I'm like, I didn't expect that. Like it was awesome. First time I saw it. Toasty says, come on, Ledger literally killed it. I mean, listen, he was awesome. He won Best Actor, deservedly so, and obviously it was tragic what happened. I'm not downplaying the performance, but I don't know. I thought Phoenix was equally as impressive. And it's kind of apples and oranges. Like, it's a completely different type of role. It's a completely different type of Joker. But I was equally blown away by Phoenix's job. Let's see. Knicks destroyed Utah. 10, 10, and 10. Got the job done. Love to see it. John says, Chris, even Saving Private Ryan Saving Private Ryan's great. One of the better war movies. I mean, there's so many great war movies, but yeah, I mean, that's a great Tom Hanks movie for sure. My favorite war movie? I don't know, man. There's so many great ones. I'd have to think about that. There's so many great ones. You shouldn't be allowed to watch movies. Why? Why? Why shouldn't I be allowed to watch movies? Anthony says Vincent D'Onofrio and Full Metal Jacket's fantastic. Because I liked Phoenix's rendition of the Joker. What movie do you recommend I watch? I mean, there's so many great movies. In terms of recent movies, I mean, obviously the Oppenheimer was great. Everybody says that, but it was. Killers of the Flower Moon was really good. I'm trying to think of like recent movies I've watched, but I'd have to think about it. But all time, I mean, my favorite movie of all time, I say it all the time, is Lord of the Rings. But there's so many great movies. I mean, I could do a stream for 5 hours talking about movies. Gangrene David says, do you think the Knicks making a run in the postseason? I think they're going to get at least to the second round. Depending on what they do, I could definitely, they definitely have a chance. I never saw that one, Jai. So you asked me about that earlier in the chat. I never saw that one. I think they definitely have a chance to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. What were your thoughts on the new Batman? I was pleasantly surprised, Jared. It was a completely different style of Batman. And I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of getting sick of the superhero movies, but I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was really good. And I thought the guy, what's his name? The guy that was in Twilight that played the new Batman was really good too. I thought he did a really good job. Toasty says, who's the best one-hit wonder? I got a good one for this one. I want if you guys watch movies, tell them, like, when he says one-hit wonder, like an actor who had one iconic role and he never really had anything significant after that. Now, I'm not saying this guy is not an accomplished actor. He's made other good movies. But the one guy that popped in my head as soon as you typed that, one of my favorite movies of all time, and my favorite character in that movie is Jerry Maguire. Cuba Gooding Jr., to me, is a one-hit wonder. Like, he won Best Supporting Actor for that movie. It was an iconic role. But he never really had anything else big after that. So the first name that popped in my head when you said that was Cuba Gooding Jr. Rod Tidwell in Jerry Maguire. It's one of my favorite roles of all time. But after that, he never really became much. Let's see. Welvin says, Lord of the Rings, goated. Have you seen? I only saw the first episode of Rings of Power. I've heard it wasn't good. I was not super impressed with the first episode that I saw. So, and everybody bragged on it. Swin says, do you think the Knicks make more moves, and what do they do? Yes, I think they're going to make at least one more move. I think they're going to make at least one more move. I think they're going to add probably a shooter, probably a 2. I think they're gonna make at least one more move. I think they're gonna add two pieces. I think they're gonna add a piece to the bench as well. Muted says Cuba's outstanding. Yeah, Snow Dogs. He made one other good movie off the top of my head. I mean, where he was like a main role was I forgot the name of it. It's with Robert De Niro. It's about like the Navy. Men of Honor, maybe it's called. I don't remember. That was pretty good, but like I don't know. After Jerry Maguire was like he's the next big thing, and he never really like exploded after that. A Few Good Men. That's with Tom Cruise. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. A Few Good Men. Best courtroom scene probably ever with Tom Cruise and obviously Jack Nicholson. But and Demi Moore, Kevin Bacon's in that movie. So many great actors in that movie. But guys, I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna get some sleep. I got work tomorrow. I appreciate hanging out with you guys tonight. You guys were a lot of fun. You guys have a great rest of your night, and let's go Knicks. Boys in the Hood, good call. Good call. I just feel like he never exploded, though. He never reached the level I thought he was going to after Jerry Maguire. But, guys, have a great rest of your night. Be good. Cuba was in As Good as It Gets. I haven't seen that movie in forever. And I loved it. Jack Nicholson. Who else was in that? You had Jack Nicholson. You had Greg Kinnear. Oh, he was with Greg Kinnear in that movie, wasn't he? I haven't seen that movie in forever. I forgot he was in that movie. That's a really good movie. Good call. I forgot about that movie. But guys, have a great rest of your night. I'll talk to you guys soon. Be good.